time for another episode of Blood on the Box. Oh, it should be. My colleague is just trying to get his audio sorted. It might already be sorted because he has been on before, so you may be safe. My co-announcer today is Little Yoshi. Welcome yet again, buddy. I know I apologise for everybody who basically was expecting this stream about 10 minutes ago, but boy, can that Little Yoshi talk! I couldn't get away.
Mate, you're an angry man, mate. You're an angry man. I have never heard the like in my life.
Right, first things first. An apology goes out to Calcium Cass. Little Yoshi said, apparently I did not, for some bizarre reason, validate the game. As Cass knows, I had to rush off straight after the game. What obviously went into overtime was bloody typical. So my apologies, buddy. Congratulations, well played, and good luck on the next round. So my apologies. So that's the niceties out the way. So let's get on with it. So we've got quite a few things to talk about. First of all, we better try and keep on schedule with the pole position. Then after that, we'll just go on any fucking crazy talk. So first of all, in pole position, I haven't really had a look on the last few days, but we have Bashy and Flashy. They are the top team, so we better have a look at them. I think they were the top team last time. Last time we had an episode as well.
The Lizards, aren't they?
They are the Lizards, and we went on. Me and Banana Hands had a chat about them, as well as various other stuff. But like I say, because of the top, we will go and have a look at them and see if they've made any more progress. I think last time when we saw these, it was the skinks were pretty good. The Saurus just needed a bit more developing. If my Xbox decides to actually want to do stuff here we go. Do you know what? This is where my age lets me down here, because my brain's out thinking, was this team the same as it was last time? Because that guy...
It's not far off.
I think that number 3, I can't remember him. Did he have a -1 movement last time? I'm not sure.
No, I think they've got more injuries than they've had more skills since last time, to be honest.
But last time they played was the 12th.
Did he have a break tackle last time?
Yeah, I don't think this team's been played since maybe last time. I'm not sure, but anyway, the statistics are 21 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Now the thing is, this team did a bit like a Space Magic did, where they was undefeated for quite a while, I think, and then all of a sudden, basically they've hit a wall a bit. And the thing with Lizards, or the thing I get told, and you can tell me if you agree or not, is the higher TV you go up with the Lizards, the worse they are. So when you get to like the 1800 mark, then you start running into major problems. And ironically, as soon as he's got round there, he has lost a few. But it's still a good team. I mean, are you a big Lizard player? I don't think I've ever seen you play Lizards before.
I don't think I've ever played Lizards. I'm still very new to Legendary, so there's loads of races I haven't played, and I think Lizards are on my list of stuff to get round to. But based on similar teams, I'd guess that it's because you have to waste TV on block. So you're looking at what? How much is that? 100, 200 TV on block across the board before you actually start getting into skills that you want, if that makes sense. And then you want guard, so then you're another couple of 100, and you're at 1400 before you even know it, sort of thing. And then by getting to 1800, it's when you start to get the fun skills.
Right,
so like you get with orcs, orcs start off with all the. Oh, I've got robot voice apparently.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's your voice. Apparently, what you could do, you can pull your mic out and put it back in.
Right, let's give that a go. Hang on one sec.
And then try that. That's what I did. Is my voice alright, guys? Because I know my mic's been playing up a bit. Is my mic okay? Let me know. Yoshi has a robot voice. Is it a Megatron voice? That's what Space Uzi has.
Has that helped?
We'll soon find out. You're coming through fine to me, but
yes. Oh yeah, yep.
There you go. It's strange, isn't it? I mean, that's what I did before. Someone was like, you kept in sound for about 10-15 minutes when they were saying I had an echo or something like that. And then as soon as they told me, I just changed it. It's like, you need to tell us if there's a problem and we'll do our best at our end to sort it. I'm loud and clear. Yeah, Tizzle said he was always my favourite admin. Now then, so yeah, I mean, it is like you said. This team. I tell you what, I'm a big fan of Gnome Slayer. I think he's a freaking fantastic coach. He's another amazing coach, and we're going to be discussing what Calcium Cass. I'm sure I've upset someone in the. See, it didn't take long, did it, for me to mention that name again? We'll be talking what he said about where I don't see. This is it. He could have been joking, but he obviously was saying that Xbox coaches aren't as good as PS4 coaches and PC coaches. So we'll be talking about that shortly. But I'm a big fan of a lot of the coaches on the Xbox, and I think it's so bloody hard that it's just ridiculous. It seems like there's no easy games. But Bazooka and Gnome Slayer, for some bizarre reason, I always get them two mixed up. Don't ask me why. They're two of my favourite coaches, and it doesn't surprise me that this Bashing Flashy team sit at the top with a decent team. And I think the thing what I like here is he's got 2 Agility 4 skinks, so he's bouncing about 2+ on anywhere with a basically with a dodge reroll if you don't go through tackle.
And they've both got sidestep as well, which turns them into pretty decent one-turners.
Yeah,
because you're looking at 2+s to run through that line at the end.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's always nice to have.
Yeah, I mean it's such a nice thing. I think I mean the thing is he hasn't played that. I was just saying he hasn't played this team for ages, but it's only like 4 days. But he does. Would you sit on this team or would you keep playing them?
I think I'd have to play him because you need some guard and tackle. Oh no, my voice is still shit apparently. Sorry. You need some guard and tackle on that team, on the Saurus. Otherwise, they're going to get destroyed in the playoffs by any variety of elves.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone's saying your voice is still shit, but everyone else says it's okay. So maybe it's commanders, speakers. Maybe let's try and blame. Let's blame it on the Scotsman. Why not? He's in favour of DC, which would get him banned. Right, okay, that sort of makes sense. Apparently, Tizzle's saying he's close to the disconnect link. So yeah, if I'm like 1 away, I would not be playing this team. So yeah, so if he's a bit like Space Magic, I mean, I can't believe Space Magic actually played with that Case Dwarf team when he was clear Case Dwarf team. But if it had got 1 crash, he was out. He was disqualified. I was like, wow, I cannot believe he went for that, and he was very lucky that it didn't happen. Oh, the champs in the house, and good old Ted Polish. I always like him. He's back. So yeah, but there you go then. So maybe
I don't know who that is.
Ted Polisher, he is. Oh god, it's a guy I played who was goblins. What was his name? Oh, I can't remember. I'm gonna get shot. He's a really good player though. I want to say Sylvester, but I don't think
Gnome Slayer's awful. I hate playing Gnome Slayer. Whenever I come up against him, I think Gnome Slayer beat me with goblins actually this season.
Did he?
Properly beat me with it wasn't dice. It was just he just taught me that I'm definitely a tier 2 player and that's where I'm staying. So I think it's one of them.
The thing is, just though, yeah, it's Sylvester. Oh, there you go then. There's me going, I'm sure it's Sylvester. No, it's not Sylvester. It is. There you go, you see. Yeah, but the thing about Blood Bowl, though, is... Right, okay, if you want to call yourself tier 2 player, that's fine. But let's just take it right. So you're a tier 2 player, yeah? But the beauty of this is, you could still win the championship. Everyone's got a chance, aren't they? That's the good thing about Blood Bowl. Anybody could win the championship. There is some players...
Well, Rambo was saying he was...
Yeah.
Who won this season? Was it Rambo?
Rambo, yeah.
I get Rambo and Blade mixed up, which is awful because I know them. I speak to them quite a bit. Rambo won this season. I think he's only been playing for like 6-9 months. He said himself. Full stop, which is just ridiculous. He's just picked the game up and just learnt it. My voice is terrible according to somebody else. I'm just going to give that mic another go.
Because Blaze. It's really hard for us though, guys, because when he's talking to me, he's coming through really, really clearly. And like just a minute ago, you guys said he was okay, so we will try again. So my apologies. But yeah, I mean that's the good thing about Blood Bowl is like anybody can win the tournament. You know. It's one of those things. Like I say, what I like to see in Blood Bowl is like people like Rambo, who was a good solid player. You know, he's not the best, and I'm sure he will tell you that. But what I like about Rambo is seeing the improvement in him. How he's come from a good player to a better player, and he's getting better and better and better. You know, he knocked out Space Magic as regarded as one of the best Blood Bowl players, not once, twice. So, you know, and I thought when he was Kislev's, he really did outplay him. So, as much as you can say about, oh, well, he's Nurgle, it's Bashy, and you know, and Magic was unlucky. He wasn't unlucky in the second game, not against his Kislev. And you know, and this is what I like to see. Yet we all want to be champions and stuff like that. We all try and do the same thing. But to me personally, I'm more a lover of the game, and I love seeing people like the Rambos and that who are good players and they just get better and better. Or a new guy coming on and going really, really well. I mean, I had a guy called Bezo. Probably not many of you know him. Bezo, one of the top Lizardman players on the PS4. He rips up in all private leagues, and I trained him up. I trained him up from being not a clue on Blood Bowl and trained him all the way up to be like at least the same level as me or better than me. And it's good to see that sort of thing. And I think I don't know about you, Yosh, but I'm more about the community. Like, you know, everyone having a good laugh, having a good time, and you know, if you don't win, hey, it happens, and there's always another game. I know sometimes we get salty or we moan. I mean, I'm terrible for moaning, but you know, at the end of the day, it's great. You know, and I think that's why I'm good friends with all the PS4 lot, but I think because of obviously with the Facebook and everything, I think that draws us all better as a close-knit community, and I think Tizzle Bizzle needs a lot of credit for, you know, creating this Facebook page.
He's honestly absolutely awesome admin.
He is.
He keeps the group together.
Yep, he is. Have we lost you again? I think we've lost him. What he was basically saying is, he was saying that Tizzle Bizzle is absolutely awesome. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the thing is last season when obviously Ronaldinho, his missus had a child, and I think Hunter was a bit busy, and he had to go through a really difficult time where he couldn't get 32 coaches. I mean, I was talking with him, he was working his ass off, and he was trying to get it, and I was trying to help him, and it was amazing what he did, amazing. And then he's got his own Facebook page, what is fantastic.
My voice does sound awful. That's why I just went off, because I was just checking it. But yeah, he put weeks of effort into that. To be fair, to actually like get a tournament going last year. So fair play to him for that.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It is, and the thing is, it's like people, unless you're an admin, it is hard work, because we just don't sit there and look pretty. And if that was the case, I'd be fucked. But I would, you know, I'm no Romeo. But the thing is like, obviously we deal with complaints, we deal with ban lists, we deal with issues, we help try and improve the game with obviously with the other admins, we run tournaments, you know, we've got to try and find cheats, or if there's complaints and people trying to use more than one account. So it's a never ending thing what we do, and then guess what, we're still trying to play our games as well. So, you know, it is a lot of, you know, hard work. We do it because we love the game and we want to help you guys. And, you know, there was an incident not that long ago where the wildcards came out, and obviously the Xbox crew and obviously the PS4 crew were like, look, we listened to the community. We knew the community at the time did not want to change the wildcards, so we didn't. The PCs went against that. They didn't even tell the community. And what happened?
Yeah, that was mental. That was mental. I mean, I can't imagine doing something for a game that's so community based and such a small community. So it's like, you know, if you alienate the small player base you've got, then it's a game over sort of thing. You know what I mean? And it's just a mental move on behalf of the PC. I mean, no disrespect to PC. I'm sure they're all lovely, amazing people and what have you. You know, and it's all one big love in for Blood Bowl. But yeah, that was just a crackers move. I mean, although I don't know, I like it as a move, if I'm honest. I mean, obviously, I don't think other people do on the Xbox, but I personally think it's a really positive thing, because it would, ahead of time, you know what races are going to have a couple of in the competition, and it'd cycle, so you'd end up with, you know, some seasons where it's like a big competition for like stunties, and some seasons where vampires are coming through, and some seasons where it's back to chaos and whatever. So I think it'd be fun just to have that bit of variety and give the seasons maybe a bit of a different
Yeah.
stamp of identity. If that
Well,
makes sense. That,
we're
yeah,
gonna be-
different teams would be heavy in different leagues.
We're going to be obviously talking about it very shortly. I've come up. The admins are looking at a way to do something, and I've come up with a new way of doing things. What I personally would like to put through on the PS4. It's actually, believe it or not, it's actually very popular with almost all the admins. Now, when we do talk about this, I'm going to stress right now, this is not set in stone. This might not happen. This is my idea, what I have decided to put forward as a different setup on the championship playoffs. So please don't all get your pitchforks out if you don't like the idea, because the chances are it would need approval at the highest level and all that stuff. And but like I said to you, we're working on stuff all the time. Now, did I just see SL Hunter just come into the chat? Yeah,
he's just arrived.
Yeah. We can start again if you want, Hunt. I mean, I can just go back. It's not a problem. It probably won't be the same because we just babble on. We're trying to find out how good is Yoshi's mic, because it was crap, then it was good, then it was crap again. But I don't really know what we can do if it's still bad. But if you let us know, that'd be great. Rambo's just basically put as well, I think perseverance is important. If you take defeat and learn from them, you'll always get better. Exactly, that's from my own thing. So yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, that's blatantly true. But some losses, yes. Some losses, it's just don't.
Yeah.
Don't,
Well,
don't
we've
roll.
got we'll
Don't
go.
roll more dice.
We'll go on to my idea anyway. So obviously, the other has been sort of touched on this idea, and basically the problem we've got now. I want people in the chat, if they can type and be vocal, please do, because I want to know what you think. If you think this is a shit idea, just fucking tell me it's a shit idea, but tell me why it's a shit idea. But the main problem we've got at the moment, now, if you want to disagree, and you please do, and obviously Yoshi will get a say on it as well. But the main problem at the moment to do with the Champions Cup is that it's surrounded by kill teams. Now, on the PS4, it is ridiculous. The amount of Chaos Dwarf teams we have is just stupid. Absolute stupid. And obviously, Chaos, believe it or not, aren't much of a problem on the PS4. But obviously on the Xbox, the problem is Chaos. So the problem is a lot of the teams like the Halflings, humans, maybe Bretonnians, and stuff don't get played. Vampires don't get played very often. So we've got to come with some sort of format what is not tons of different rules to confuse everybody. We've got to somehow stop the kill teams being loads. We've got to bring in the lesser races to be more popular, but at the same time, make sure the wildcards stay the same without upsetting people. So as you can see, that is a major fucking problem. But I came up, yes, me, a lowly console player, and a northerner from England. For some bizarre reason, I had this vision, this big shining light or light bulb, whatever you want. My idea was this. How about, we've got this prize pool, haven't we? What, it's about €900 or whatever. How about if we took some of that prize pool and say, for instance, the idea I came up with is next season, instead of calling it the Champions Cup, let's call it the Legendary Cup. And if you qualified as top race with any of the 8 legendary teams, so Elven Union, Halflings, Goblins, and you chose to go with them into the playoffs, you would get €50 just for making the playoffs. You don't have to win the thing, you don't have to come in the semi-finals, you could lose first round, but you would get €50 for making the playoffs with that race. Obviously, you'd still get the main prize pool, so if you won it, you'd still win something, it just wouldn't be as big. So there's 2 options. You can either make sure the final and the runner-up get a big chunk of the prize pool, or you can dilute it a bit further and say the winner gets so much, the runner-up gets so much, and then the semi-finalists get €50 each. So the same price as one of the 8 races would get. The reason, and then basically your wildcard spots will stay the same. So if you want to, if you're the second chof, and your record's good enough, you'll get through. If you want to try and go for the Necro, you can still get there or get the wildcard spot. And more importantly, if you've gone, say, for Underwell, because you won that 50 euros or whatever, but you've just missed out and you came second, but the record's still good enough for a wildcard spot, you still got it. Also, if one of them 8 spots, say for instance, Anna, what Mutt's doing on the PSV at the moment, he's qualified with the Underworld, so he gets 50 euros for qualifying, and then he won the thing. So he'd get another, whatever, 200 euros or what on top. So, you know, you can win the playoff bit, and then you can win, obviously, the big thing with it, if you're that lucky.
Hang on. So, but I don't see how that would encourage more people to play that race, though, because once someone's got it tied up, and they're the qualifier for, like, halflings, then they're the qualifier for halflings, and no one else is going to... I think that'd encourage people to spin less, because it's like, well, he's got that spot tied up, he's got the top halflings, he's got his 50 euro. But I like the idea of incentivising worse teams.
Yeah, I mean, it might, like I said,
in the playoff.
The problem you've got at the
so
moment...
maybe a buy round or something like that.
The problem
maybe you have like, because you have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 teams. So maybe if the tier 1 teams had to go in first round and start playing off, tier 2 get a buy for the first round, tier 3 get 2 buys, something like that. And
the problem is,
drop
though,
teams in based on how...
Yeah. The problem you've got here is you're going into things where it's got to be manageable. And all of a sudden now we're going on tier this, buy this, buy this. Cyanide would never go for anything like that. It's just too complicated. But the thing is, right, if you have a look at it, halflings, goblins, you know, all these teams don't get played about it. Trust me, if there's 50 euros on the line, people are going to play it. And you'll see good coaches play them races. Because at the end of the day, you know, if people want to win money, it's a great way of doing it. And, you know, a lot of people like playing halflings, like playing goblins and stuff like that. But they know when it... Because they know they're not going to do very well to get into the semi-finals, to get a piece of the cash. Because you'd have to get a lot of luck. Where this way... You know, if you finish top, you will get in the money. And I can't honestly see a halfling team or goblin team run away with the cash. You know, you're going to such a great record that nobody else has got a chance. And like I said, I've just picked the 8 legendary teams. The season after, it could be Khemri, High Elves, Humans. You know, we just keep away from the kill teams.
I think that part of it is like the kill teams. And it's been said before lots of times, they ain't designed for a perpetual ladder. Well, the game isn't designed for a perpetual ladder. So they can, because Chaos get that access to that kill stack. And, you know, over a normal tournament, if they play 10 games or whatever, you ain't going to get more than one person. One player. Stacked up like that. And the problem is that, you know, there's people who, well, we've seen it season after season, people rack up 30 games, and they've got 4 claw pylon mighty blow bastards knocking about. Sorry, 4 pylon mighty blow players knocking about, and they just destroy the other teams, and then they start getting concedes on the back of that, and then they just build and it snowballs. And I think that's what people see is like, well, if I dash my chaos up to that level quickly, I'm going to start getting concedes. I'm basically completely unbeatable by this point because people will just, you know, walk away or get battered. And I think that's the issue. So maybe I think there was something floated at one point on the Facebook group, or I've imagined it, of a game cap. Whereas you have
that'll never happen.
30 games with this team. I know, I saw the downsides of it, which is obviously it stops people playing, it discourages gaming. But at the same time, that is the way to kill chaos teams, is to say, well, you're allowed X amount of games. Or a TV cap, maybe, I don't know. Maybe a TV cap.
The problem you've got with things like this is you cannot discriminate that badly against a team. And, you know, you've got to come to something what will improve or try to, you know, this might not improve it, but I thought this was a better option than, say, a resurrection tournament or res tournament where you basically play your team for 6 weeks, then lose that team and then get another team. Because then, I tell you what, that would kill chaos. That would definitely kill chaos because you get a resurrection team for the knockouts of 5 rounds in, it's about 1,300 TV. You ain't going to get it, but I tell you what, the freaking Chorfs, they will just burst out from everywhere, and all you will play is Chorfs. All you will play is Dwarfs.
Yeah, you know, because everyone at low TVs.
Yeah. So it's not an easy fix. So you've got to look at what's simple, what doesn't really screw any of the races, what is a positive way of making people play the races? Now, I know for a freaking fact, if there's cash involved, people will freaking play a race, what they love, to try and earn some cash. It's
but the
just
thing
way it
is, I think again another positive of the Facebook group, and Rambo's just said similar as well. He loves hunting kill teams.
Yeah.
I think this community is starting to self-regulate a little bit, and the kill teams again, the chaos kill teams are going to get stamped on.
Yeah.
Regardless of you win, lose or draw, people are starting to go after them.
Yeah.
To just ruin their day.
Right.
And
But
I think it'll self-regulate. I think it'll start to peter out, and people will be like, "Well, I ain't going to run that because I ain't going to get to playoffs because my team will be ruined before I get there," sort of thing.
So my question to you, Yoshi, my question to you is, Rambo said, "Yeah, that's why I love hunting kill teams." Can you tell me and the rest of the obviously Twitch people, what team he was hunting Calcium Cast with? Do you know?
What team was he hunting Calcium Cast?
Yeah, he built a team to hunt Calcium Cast.
Nurgles.
Yeah, a Nurgle kill team.
Nurgle, I think.
Yeah, Nurgle kill team. So,
but they were a friendly kill team.
No, there wasn't a friendly kill team. Basically, so when he wasn't running into Calcium Cast, people was running into his kill team. So it's like, the only way to kill a kill team is to build a kill team. So it's like, alright, so basically you're going to kill this kill team, but guess what? If you don't bump into him, then I could bump into you, and then I've got to worry about your kill team, and his kill team, and then every other fucking kill team. So basically, it's not self-thinging at all. All it's doing is building more kill teams to kill more people. And that's basically the problem.
I know, but then all we need is one agility team to walk in, and they're fine, because they're like looking at all the kill teams like, well, I'm just going to dodge the fuckers.
Yeah,
and they'll then win.
Yeah, but the thing is, agility teams don't scare kill teams. They're like, oh yeah, you beat me, so what? I've just killed half your team. Ha ha ha. It's that's why you're right in that a lot of the agility teams do win the championship. So you're absolutely spot on with that. But the thing is, people don't care. And people still think the easiest way to make cash, or they believe the easiest way to make the money, is to have a kill team. Because it doesn't matter how good you are, if you get the bucket sixes, as Kaz would say, you're going to beat the best player in the game, because he's just gonna have no plays left. And that's the thing. It's fun because you break teams. It's fun because you kill shit, and you've got a good chance of winning.
The other thing is they're great in ladders. They're great in ladders, but they're not in knockout, are they?
Yeah, because you against all the experienced coaches.
On the whole, they're not.
Yeah, because all the coaches know how to deal with them.
Yeah, so I think.
But you're still gonna get 6 weeks of carnage.
It's like giving people €50 to get into the playoffs. They're gonna go and pick up whatever the best Legendary Edition Bash team is and just get that. I don't know what that is. I don't know the race stuff, but they'll take whatever Legendary.
There isn't a Bash team.
Bash team is.
There isn't one.
Is there not really?
Well, confirmed Bash Ogres are bashy, but they have 6 Mighty Blow potential Ogres. Underworld can get Mighty Blow Claw and piling on, but would you really call them a really beastly team? You've got Elven Union, you've got Vampires, you've got Halflings, you've got Goblins. Have I said Elven Union already?
Yeah, true.
Amazon.
Yeah.
They're not. And the thing is what I've said to the admins is, look, when you can change every season, but do not, for the life of you, give the freaking the spot to any kill teams like Chorfs, Chaos, Nurgle. Keep them away from it, and just try and get.
So you say you can't discriminate against those teams, and now you're immediately saying that your idea is to say that every other team gets a €50
but what I'm doing is I'm giving you incentive.
I don't know.
But I discriminate in the way that I'm not discriminating. They can still earn cash. They can still win it. They can still get the championship. They can still qualify twice. The only thing they're not going to get is the $50 or €50 for getting through. The way I've said, I mean, that's it. They can still, if the kill teams are that great, they can still take the big prize. At the end of the day, this is the only, in my opinion. Look, let's be honest here. There is no fix, a proper 100% fix to stop people playing kill teams. It's as simple as that. There isn't one unless we basically ban them.
I personally don't think there's a massive issue with it. People play them, and, a lot of people play them. Fair enough, but. Is that a bad thing? I genuinely don't.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm not 100% decided on that. If it is really a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because people play what they want to play, and a lot of people come into the game and learn bash.
Yeah, you say that, but I think, like I've said to you, I think a lot of people will play the kill teams because, one, they like it, like you've just said, but two, because a lot of people think that's the best way to make money in the game. It's the easiest way because you don't really have to think. It's just click and punch and kill. I know Cass won't let me saying that, but it is. That's the majority
But you don't
of
make
it
money.
is.
You make the playoffs, you don't make money. That's
Yeah, but
so
people
that-
still think that though, don't they?
It's not. I know people think it, but sooner or later they'll get into it. They're wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
especially because there's like
but-
5 decent chaos teams knocking around this season. 4 probably.
But look at
chaos
Rambo.
teams knocking around this season.
Rambo, kill team last season, minced all the best players. Mutt, one of the best players on the planet, he had no chance because he just went dead, injured. After about 5 turns, game gone. People see that, they're like, I want to be that shit. Damn right, I want to be the fucking Nagel. You know? I mean, that's why I'm so happy he's picked Kislev this season. He's doing amazing. That was the other team we forgot to mention, Kislev. But basically what Cyanide
Proper
and
bash
Neithios
Kislev,
are trying to do is just trying to find a way to improve people playing the other races. And, this like I said, this isn't cast in stone. This was just my idea and a few things what people said. So I'm not saying this is going to happen, but
I like
was,
the idea of incentivising teams to get to the playoff. I don't like the idea of it detracting from the prize pool. If that makes, that's where I am with that, I think.
But how are you going to incentivise any other way? You can't give them
I don't
bars.
know, mate. You've
because,
just sprung this on me. I don't know.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I just can't, this is what I'm saying. There is no easy way. I just think, don't you think it'd be, how can I put it away? Don't you think it'd be a lot better if more people made more money in the competition? Why should it be the top 4? Why can't other people be able to play, have fun with the team they want to play with, and make a bit of money? What's the harm in that?
It takes the competition out of it, doesn't it?
Why?
If everyone wins, if everyone gets a cookie, if everyone gets a cookie, then the cookie's not worth anything. You know what I mean? It's one of them. If everyone gets a cookie, it's not the same game.
Well, not everyone's getting a cookie, but what you got to remember.
That's where I am. That's where I am with it.
All right,
I think the competition is there's a big chunk of cash and everyone's aiming for it, and to then dilute that is I don't know. I don't know. For me, it loses a bit of the allure. €500 is a nice chunk of money. I don't know what it is when you actually turn it into like real money, but 400 quid. So it's a nice chunk of money.
Yeah.
Whereas like €50, that's 40 quid. I don't know. 40 quid wouldn't incentivise me. If it was other people, that's fine. But I don't know. Whereas a buy round or something like that, I don't think is that horrible to admin. I'm not an admin, so I wouldn't know.
It would make it more awkward. These buy rounds would mean we'd have to lose the wild cards. So there'll be less spots for you all to chase after. Then
really? Or you could bring in more wild cards, couldn't you?
Oh my word, more wild cards! Bloody hell. Yeah, but then you basically I can turn around to you. I can turn around to you and say, well, you know what? This is supposed to be the elite of the elite. And we're letting any Tom, Dick and Harry now. Fucking hell, we've got 50 bloody players. Top 50 players? You start losing the quality. The more wildcards you got. People weren't happy with the 32 because, there's... As I won't mention the person who said it, but he said there is not 32 good players on the consoles. It's a waste. It's a farce. I disagree with that, but everyone's allowed an opinion. So if you had extended that to, I don't know, 40 or whatever, it just becomes a minefield. And what Cyanide want is something simple. Obviously, us admins, we do the tournaments, and I can tell you now, if we went by your way, I think if it's on tabletop, it'd be a lot easier the way you're saying it. But on the game itself, it'd be just an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. Is it hard to admin? If it is, then that's fair enough, because obviously you guys do it, volunteer basis, so I wouldn't want to put you out, basically. Anyone you put yourselves out, I wouldn't be demanding shit of you.
It's a valid point you're doing, and this was saying we're asking for, what you think.
It's an odd one. I mean, personally, I don't think the prize pool should get diluted, but a way of incentivising people, which I don't know what it is. Is the honest answer. Is there a way in the game of giving extra inducements to players in game or something like that? I don't know.
Not really. It's not flexible like that, unfortunately.
If you ran halflings up to the playoffs, you'd get 200 inducements or free.
Yeah, we couldn't do that.
To my
knowledge, you can't do that. There's nothing we can do to enforce anything like that. And this is the problem. I mean, the admin guys have been hammering this for weeks now. and I just popped this out the top of my head. It was just that the thing is, right, everyone's got different level of abilities, and people won't even read the forums and various other stuff. I mean, even when they brought out this wildcard thing, people didn't say now about it because they hadn't read it. One of the admins actually had to tell them.
To be fair, I saw one guy.
Yeah.
I think it was last season. He wasn't even aware of the 6 concedes.
Yeah.
He thought it was 6 concedes full stop, not 6 rage quits. Oh no, he thought it was 6 rage quits. I think, as opposed to 6 like DCs. And
yeah,
rage
I know. I
so,
spent plenty of time.
He got booted and didn't even know.
Yeah. But this is it, you see. So you've got to have it. You've got to have it streamlined, and you've got to have it easy. You know, like you just have to. So, like I said, I'm not saying this will work. This was my opinion, and I thought if you're going to go... Because obviously I ain't going to say what other things the admins was talking about, and there's a lot of them was like, that's madness. You'll pull that out, and there'll be an absolute boom. You know, it'll be... You know, and then obviously there's some admins, especially for the console, saying, look, if you're running that on the PC, try it on the PC. We don't want that to do with it. We don't want to upset our console base and stuff like that. But all this is ideas.
I think the great thing... I think the great thing with the Xbox, particularly, I don't know about PS1, PS4 even, but the great thing about the Xbox is you've got that Facebook group. So you know, run polls, just float things, and if people go for it, they go for it. If they don't, they don't. And then that'll tell you if people, you know, because I mean, it rolls around every so often that people say there's a problem with Chaos Kill Teams, but I'm not 100% sold if there is or not.
But you do play Chaos though, don't you? You play Chaos quite a bit.
I do, but I've got no claw on my Chaos this season. Just as an experiment, really, more than anything. I've decided I'm going to try and play them as a team, an actual team that plays games. Helped by the fact I've got 2 plus strength and 1 plus agility, to be fair. But yeah, I'm just going to try and play them as an actual team. So I've just piled up guard. I've had a bit of mighty blow. And I'm basically going on the basis that if I keep knocking people down and out strength them, then that'll work as well as claw. And I'm seeing, and well, it's not turning out to be true actually, to be fair. But yeah, I do run Chaos. I'm also running humans.
I'm just saying because obviously
try and run Skaven.
It's just a thing where the thing with Chaos is, or with kill teams, is like, say for instance, if they have a good day with dice, they can destroy your team. You know, if you've been playing your team, and obviously I know it's happened to you, you've got these teams and they've been wrecked. Now you'd be annoyed, and I'd be annoyed as well, and we're experienced players. Can you imagine someone who's been playing the game for about a month or something that happens to them? You know, we're trying to make it competitive, but not try and put people off playing the game, and that is what Chaos kill teams or Chof kill teams do. And you know, we take, you know, and this isn't just the Xbox, this is the PS4 and this is the PC. We get a lot of the community and we get feedback from tons and tons of people, and we find out what their issues is. And the issue what keeps coming up, well, there's 2 issues. One is matchmaking. They think 500 TV is way too high. It should be lower, like something like 300, because the amount of or some sort of beginner's protection. So are you still there? Yeah. So if there's beginner's protection,
sorry, I was losing you.
So if there's beginner's protection, you know, it's like for the first 5-10 games, the TV is about 200, and then after that you go up to the 500, something like that, to give them a bit, you know, a bit better. You know, so that's one of the issues is the matchmaking. They think it should be shorter than 500, and I think a lot of people agree with that. The other option is obviously the kill teams. So obviously, you know, how can we go about that? We can't really discriminate them too much because obviously, you know, they're still very popular, like you said. So we've got to find out another way around
everyone. The big thing that everyone says, and what they've done on tabletops, so this rollback to Cyanide really, and if they'll do it, is nerfing piling on.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, I've heard Cass say it, I've heard you say it. Just now. I've heard loads of people say it, and piling on is the big thing that know. Because fair enough. If you've got a 6 up to break armor or whatever, it's 7 up to break armor. Then you've got 7 up. You got just a bit better than 50%, which is fine. But if you've then got 2 chances at that, that's like knocking on, I don't know, 70%.
It's a high volume,
it's starting to get into very, very high numbers of breaking armor, and then very probably popping an injury after it because you might have your +1 left over.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pile on is the big thing, I think. And if they forced it to cost a team reroll, because Chaos ain't known for liking having team rerolls knocking around.
No, they have about 3 usually.
3, 4 at tops.
Yeah.
If you have your leader, you've got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would kill it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
the thing
maybe,
is, do you know what? Ironically, they would be a better balanced team if they didn't have piling on. My team, what's in the quarterfinals of the PS4, the Great White Shark, obviously because that's what I name them. They've got no piling on. But you know what? Because I ain't got piling on, I've got tackle, I've got guard. They are a lot balanced team. And I decided I'm not having no piling on. I'm just going to go with the claw like it is on the board game and see how it goes. And I'll tell you what, they do all right, but I think, God bloody hell, some of these games, if I piling on, I would have just destroyed teams. So it is overpowered. It should be banned.
See,
It
you're saying it's terrible, but people, best feeling in the world, people do find it funny to destroy somebody else's team. I know that's horrible to say out loud. But if you're playing, you just said it then. I know when I play Chaos, if you do destroy someone's team, it is fun. It's horrible when it happens to you.
Yep.
It's awful when it happens to you. And
I think the best thing is,
but when you do it to somebody else, it is kind of funny. I do feel bad, but at the same time,
I think I get more enjoyment when I wreck a kill team than anything else, because it's like your team's built to kill, and I got lucky and killed most of your players. But I tell you what, most case players, they can give it, but they can't take it. You start taking a few of their players out, they concede so quick, it's unbelievable. They concede as quick as Usain Bolt is. They're just like, whoa, you've killed one of my guys, that's it, I've gone. Yeah, I mean,
that is the best feeling in the world. If you do with Skaven, that's the best feeling in the world.
Oh yeah, Skaven can be nasty.
Proper non-mashy team.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, even if you don't, if you just get a few lucky dice against Chaos with Skaven, it's the best feeling in the world. When you start to bust armor and score at the same time.
My Underworld had beat up a few dwarfs this season, was quite funny, because obviously it was like, woohoo, Underworld, and I've got a guy called Cheese Stilton. And he's a nasty piece of work, good old Cheese Stilton. But,
you've got some very odd names on that team. I was looking at that the other day.
Yeah, I do. I either go with all the coaches or just come with some weird stuff. But yeah, so basically the thing is I'm just looking now at the ranking system on the beloved Xbox. So we have, let's have a look. Third place, Case Dwarfs with loads of claw.
Oh yeah, where are you, sorry?
I'm just looking at the ranking of the leaderboard, first page. The Champions Ladder, just the first page. I ain't looked at anything else yet. So third place, Space Magic W. You should know better. First of all, you go Chaos, although you want the Killy's team, but you went bloody Killy Chaos. Now you've gone Killy bloody Case Dwarf. So anyway, he's third with his nice kill team. Fourth place, nice kill team. Fifth place, nice kill team, although someone said he might be banned.
No, he's banned.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the moment, he's there.
He's my best mate. I haven't said hello yet. I need to go and check he's okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, he's going to be banned until he creates another one. 8th place, Chaos. 10th place, Chaos. 12th place, Chaos. And that's just the first page.
Hang on. You're skipping over a few there. So you got...
I'm looking at kill teams. I ain't looking at anything else.
You got Amazons there. Are they kill team? Are they Gashi? I can never make up my mind.
No.
Are they? I don't think so.
Got
Norse.
Yeah. Oh, Norse. It depends how you build Norse, innit? Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. But what I'm saying is, look at all them kill teams in there, in the top 13. That's the point I'm making. Necro can be nasty.
But it's perpetual leagues. That is, these teams have got high AV. They're going to live longer. That's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that's the issue. What people complain about, and you'll find out a lot near the end of each season, as you know and everyone else knows, is when you spin more times than not, you're coming through a kill team, and that's why you just get carnage. And that's the problem we are trying to somehow, I don't know how, is we're trying to dilute. And like I said, I'm not saying my thing's perfect, but it's easy. It keeps the wildcard spots as it is. It gives cash to people who don't want to, power game, shall we say? Because that's basic what it comes down to. Power gamers play Chaos and Case Dwarfs. That's what it's down to. People disagree with me, or people say, Ben, you can't say that. Well, tough shit, I just have. You know, people who power game want to be the kill teams. And, you know, I went Chaos, but I went Chaos for 2 reasons. One, because I knew he'd wind the fuck out of Cass, because, hey, you know, I'll always have a try, and me and him always do that shit. And that's why they called the Great White Shark, because he claims to be the Great White Shark. And the second thing, and more importantly than that, was I was fed up of going against kill teams. So I did what Rambo did. It's like, fuck it. If you're going to have a kill team, I might as well have a kill team. So then, instead of having 1 kill team, we now got 2. So it's a vicious cycle. So that's the other reason why, obviously, I played Chaos a bit. And, you know, because I feel like if I play Agility, I'm just going to run into these teams and get smashed. On the PS4, I continuously run into Chaos Dwarfs. And they've all got Claw, Mighty Blow, and all that shit. And they just wreck my teams. So if I had a kill team, I've got no chance. I'm now trying Wood Elves again.
Really?
Yeah.
Again,
I'm like, Claw. You know, Claw. I'm a 7.
But for me, I've tried Chaos teams a few times in a row. I ain't getting there with them. You know what I mean? I end up there with Cash, yourself, Mutt, Space Magic, etc. I'm looking at Dark Elves again next season because I think it's one of my best shots. I think I'm better off, and I think other people are in that same. You know, people do run the Chaos teams. They do run the Chaos teams, but then after a few seasons of Cash, I think it starts to diversify. And from what you've said of PS4, yeah, you've got a problem with Chaos Dwarf, but I think you said you got a lot more diversity in PS4, and that's probably because it's been going for 3-4 seasons longer than Xbox.
Yeah.
So I think it will sort itself out. I don't think you need to artificially
I don't know.
get in there and mess about with it. But
I think
maybe at least give it a few more seasons and see if it settles down and sorts itself out rather than diving in.
I think what's happened. Go on, sorry. I just want to say on the PS4.
I was going to say.
Go on, you say it first.
Go on,
you go first. You go
no,
first.
No, you go. No, you go first. You go first.
I was just gonna say on the PS4 in the early stages of the seasons, Calcium Cass was the as he would call himself, the Great White Shark in the PS4. But then people wanted a bit of that slice of that pie, and every season it's got worse and worse and worse and worse. And now we are flooded with kill teams, and it's got to the point now where some people have said to me, "I ain't even wasting my time. I ain't wasting my time because there's too many kill teams," or people will try and get a team qualified in the first week to 2 weeks and then will not play again. And then we have the drop off like we've had on the Xbox and we do on the PS4. And we're just trying to find a way. How do we do it? And it may be impossible. It may be impossible to do it, but I think cash is a big motivator. You say it's not, but I'll tell you one thing now. Captain Gargo, Drick, they're 2 get names I've just pointed out there. Where were they when we did the season with no cash? There wasn't anywhere. We bring cash back. Oh, the big guns are back. Same on the PS4. They're not in the champion ladder because there's no cash. They bring cash back. Guess what? They all come over. PC players don't play the PS4. Cash comes in. Oh, guess what? They're on there. Cash, whether you like it or not, people love cash. And I tell you what, you may not like it, but I tell you what, there'll be a lot of people, if they can get a freaking halfling team or something like that, €50 just for getting into the playoffs. And like I said, a lot of these teams people want to play. They want to play them because they're fun, but they think there's no point of grinding for 6 weeks because all what will happen is, if I'm lucky, I might make the playoffs, and if I do, I'll go out first round. This way, it's like, look, we'll give you 50 freaking euros just for qualifying. And I'll tell you what, I am almost certain people will do it. Definitely. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But, you know.
You're obviously passionate about it, mate. I'll give you that.
Absolutely.
I'd give it a season. It'd be one of them.
If it blows up in my face, I'll blame someone else.
No, I wouldn't say blow up in your face. But I think, coming back to what I was saying earlier, giving each season a different flavour, that could be the flavour for a season, is that the prize pool isn't. In fact, just do it across the board. Whoever qualifies gets €50, done, and that's it for the season. And then you have the playoffs afterwards. You know, just for pride.
Yeah, that is another way you could do it. That is a great idea. The problem is that 32 teams. What are you going to get? About €25 each.
What? Take the wild cards out. Take the wild cards out. They're just there for fun.
You're out there, guys. You're not on a
I
crap.
don't know.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying, though. It's not easy, is it? It's like we're throwing things and like
It's
like
not
when we
easy.
throw things. There's always a stumbling block.
Oh.
There's always a stumbling block. But hey, what can you do? I mean, but you know that's. I mean, me personally, the way it's designed now, I like it. My argument was if it's not broke, why are you trying to fix it? But they're trying to get more diversity.
How many complaints do you get about Chaos? Like, oh, Chaos teams, I hate all the Chaos teams. How many people actually like officially complain to the admins? And
I can't tell you the exact figure, but there's a lot. Because it's not just me who gets them. PC gets them.
Because we've got a couple of hundred on the Facebook group for Xbox, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe
Yep.
300 at tops, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing all those people at least spin a little bit.
The only way you could find out
So
was
are we in?
or do some
Yeah,
sort of
well,
famous
that's what I
poll.
mean. Again, I think, yeah, just poll it on the Facebook, and if people say, "Oh no, we need to nerf it," then nerf it. If people say no, whatever, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Then they ain't bothered, mate. I don't know. I think I used to work in complaints when I worked. I can't remember where I was working, but I worked in complaints somewhere.
Yeah.
And the only people no, hang on, let me get this right. I used to work in Asian repairs, and you had these forms that people fill in, whether they were happy or unhappy with the job they'd had.
Yeah.
And I work in stats. I work in like doing stats.
Yeah.
And at one point, basically, we've managed to work out that the only people who respond are the people who aren't happy, people who've got something to moan about or grind, and the people who don't bother sending it back are actually perfectly happy with the status quo, and so they've got no reason. People don't pass compliments as easily as they pass complaints, I think is
No,
where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I think you've got a skewed poll in the people who are contacting you and saying, I've got a big problem with Chaos. I think a lot of people just say, actually, I ain't that bothered. I run them sometimes, and I run other teams sometimes, and I just see what I get a good start with, and then that's what I'll plug away with.
No, it's a fair point.
Mutt's got the top place Chaos. I mean, the other season, last season, top place Skaven. And I mean, he's an awesome player, but he does, as far as I know, he just sets up 3 or 4 teams of his favourite races and sees which one gets a good start, and then keeps rolling them.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I think there needs to be a better establishment if there being a problem before we jump to a solution.
yeah.
But
I mean,
that's just me, mate. But-
No, you bring up some really good valid points there. You know, I would keep it as it is. Look, I've said that, but the admins are trying to improve it so they get it so other races are played more. So if that's the route they want to try and go down, I'm trying to make something what would still be fair and still bring what they want, and it has to be simple. Has to be. If you start doing stuff like bars and all that crap, it's going to be an absolute minefield. Like you said earlier, people confuse some of the
picking up on
DCs.
the boys, that's fair enough.
No, I'm
That's
just
fair
using
enough.
that
No,
as a valid point. I'm just using that as a very good point because people understand what bars are. But like you said earlier, we had people kicking off because they got the DCs wrong. I had a guy who thought because each team had only had 1 DC or 1 concede, it was all right, even though he had like 8 concedes and was banned. He couldn't understand it. I said no, it's over all of your teams. So what I'm saying is when it's black and white in the forums and it's easy, what we would think easy to understand, and people are still getting confused, you know, because of different languages and all that sort of stuff. You sort of,
Oh, God, yeah.
you know, this is why it has to be simple. And people have already voiced on the PC, and, you know, the majority, as we've seen, would prefer the wildcards stay as they are. So we can't really change wildcards. People love wildcards. So getting rid of wildcards would be not good.
That's just a PC sample.
No,
Again,
it's not just a PC. It's the PS4 sample and the Xbox sample and everybody else's sample.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
there's no
obviously
one
the
like that.
Xbox
Oh, God,
guys,
okay.
you
I really
tune
like
in.
that idea.
You
there we
tune
go.
in if I go on the PC PS4 guys go, and the impression I get from majority is they like the wildcards because if you want to play Lizards, right? Oh shit, bashing Flash is top. No point. But if there's a wildcard spot, you could still play Lizards because you could still get a wildcard spot, and that's what's so great about them. And that's when they tried to change it on the PC, and we could have done it as well, where basically you give you the 8 wildcard spots, and you would have to qualify with them races for a wildcard spot, and obviously the majority of the PC guys were upset about it. So, you know, it would make no sense for us to go back and do that, because it looks like there was a lot of carnage, and when I got a lot of messages on the PS4, and they're saying, thank God PS4 haven't gone down that route. Now, if PS4 guys said to me, oh, Bernie, I wish we had that, then of course we'd look at it. But, you know, as I say to people, if the only way things are changed are there for the changing wildcards, or for, you know, for not, is to go on the forums or talk to your admins and say, look, you know, and tell us what you want. Because we at Man Readers, if we don't get what you guys want, we go with what we think best.
I think it's the other way. Well, with Xbox, I think it's the other way around. I mean, obviously, from what you're saying, there's a want for change.
Well, using the admins, I would say. I'd say with certain admins and Cyanide there is.
So I think the first thing is to like go out and ask, you know, on the wider group, what is there this want for change with you guys?
Yep.
And then if so, then it's, you know, okay, right, we'll brainstorm a bunch of options, and then we'll throw them out there, and we'll put a poll up, and we go with majority rules.
Yeah. I mean,
what worries me is that might take people out of the game. And I mean, I know that there's the argument that, you know, well, if it's all chaos kill teams, people will drop out. But there's also the thing that, well, if I'm going to win €500, I'll win 200 because they're giving it to some halfling coach who's, you know, whatever. Why should I bother then? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think you need. Yeah, I don't know. I think it needs to be established that there is actually the ones.
I mean, what people got to remember though is, you know, we played many seasons where there's no cash. The cash is just a bonus, and the cash will eventually run out. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, the game itself is supposed to be just to win. The cash is just a bonus. Like I said, they might turn back and say, they may agree with you and say, you know what? No, we don't want to download the prize pool. It looks really cool when people think, wow, you can win €500. So they might be like you, going, no way we downloading that. So, you know, you might be right. That might be the way to go. But like you said about like letting the community know, this is why I've spent a bit of a chunk on this show this week, so people who are in the chat can listen and let us know what they think, or when people watch it back on YouTube, they can think, you know, and let us know. Because all I'm doing at the moment is just seeing what people in the community think this is like. Is it viable? Would you like to try it for season, or is it just a bad idea? You know, I'm just trying to find a way where we can try and bring in the other races. I'm not saying it'll work, but, you know, obviously by the sort of impression I'm getting is Cyanide want to try and make this a lot more fun, a lot more variety, try and get away from all these Chaos Dwarfs, obviously on the PS4, or whatever race is plaguing. It may not work. It may not work. Like you said, people just like to kill stuff. But we've got to try.
Yeah, but try it for a season. I would have no bones whatsoever. Yeah. And then the stats talk for themselves, don't they?
Yeah.
If you run it for a season and you still end up with, what was it? We had 40% chaos teams or whatever it was this season, or so far this season. Then it didn't work. And
I think you know what,
or try something else.
You know what I would think. You know, if we did run it and the chaos teams were the same, but all these lesser races, there's a massive surge of them being played, it would be classed as a success.
No, that's a success. Yeah. Obviously,
So, but obviously, you know, like I said, I don't know. I mean, Ferret says he likes the idea. People like it, people won't. But hey, it is what it is. So let us know, guys, what you think, and we'll move on. But you know, it's something people are looking at. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at a few of these teams, because I haven't done this for a while now. Pick a team, any team you want to have a look at. Yoshi. Be on any
Dodgers
page.
11.
Dodgers 11.
Dodgers 11.
Oh, Drick.
First place Elven Union. Number 7.
Man, why is
everyone looked at them?
I'm gonna. Shall be like that
guy.
Have
they been looked at before?
No.
Have they been looked at before?
Everyone talks about Drick. God damn it, man! All I hear is about Drick. Can we talk about something else? God damn it.
Well, we'll get to Cass in a bit.
No, don't. Oh, God, no. No case teams this week. No case teams. I'll just be telling you.
That's exactly why I picked. Exactly why I picked this team, mate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I can see.
I've a class coach, and he's an extra.
God, this team's awful.
He's a good coach though. That's through.
I know he's an awesome coach, but bloody hell.
Yeah, he's got a legit third piece. Apart from that, I mean, I think it's. I don't know about you, and I don't know about people in the stream, but Elven Union's a team where I just don't get it. Why it's so popular?
I'm the same. Don't get it.
And people are like, oh yeah, but you get
tried to run them a couple of times.
Never steal them.
Yeah, why?
So it's an extra skill.
No, sidestep on the blitzer straight off the bat. It's just like, okay, I'll take it if I need it later.
It's nice.
I'll take it if I need it, but I don't want to pay.
It's not a game breaker.
20k up front for it or whatever. So.
Yeah. So you got 60k. You got 60k for your elves, but there's still only movement 7. I'd rather have a wood elf and pay the extra 10 for the extra bit of movement. I mean the catches are strength 3. I get that, but your wood elf catches, you know, they come with. Do thingy catches come with dodge? They don't, do they?
No, I don't think so. Most catches don't.
They just come with catch, don't they? Where the wood elves one, not strength 2. They could be catch, sprint, and dodge. So to me, the better, apart from the -2 strength. So I just think, you know what, if I want to go pro elves, I'm going to go wood elves. It makes more sense. You get the war dancers, what are better than their blitzers. You know, oh look, I get sidestep.
Awesome. Yeah.
And the war dancers like, yeah, but I get block, dodge, and leap. Yeah, they cost a little bit more, not much more. I just do not get them. But I'll tell you one thing. Drick, class coach. Captain Gargo, another class coach. All the good coaches seem to play them. So maybe it's just that me and Joe, we just don't get it. But I for one, just don't get them. I really don't. People say they're cheap.
No,
60k is still quite, not bad, I suppose, but...
No, that's quite cheap. I mean, 50k is the only cheap one. Unless you're getting into like Hobgoblin territory, then 50k is the only decent one you're getting for less than that. And 6347, agility 4 for 60k actually, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can run all over the pitch. I'm not sure what you can do when you get there, but you can run all over the pitch.
If they're still alive afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Don't base up whatever you do.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, like I say, I was gobsmacked to see Captain Gargo get knocked out of the Champions Cup this round because he got beat by Underworld. Because he's a great coach, but his armor just didn't hold.
Weird knockout this year.
It has,
Everyone's got knocked out for early doors.
All the best
I say
players
everyone,
get
sorry.
knocked out.
But a lot of good people have got knocked out early doors.
That's why I think. I mean, I'll be honest. I would love to see Glasshammer win it. He's got so close, and he plays Wood Elves. He's not been beaten with them Wood Elves yet, so I would love to see him win it. But my heart says I've got to go with the People's Champ, Rambo. He's one of the most lovable people I know. He's always.
I genuinely thought you were going to say Cass then.
No, I never heard the last of it. You know. But you know,
People's Champ. That's what he is in his own head.
No, Rambo's the People's Champ. He's such a lovable guy. He's like a little hairy halfling. I just like his attitude. I just love Rambo's attitude. He plays it like a lot of other coaches do, but he plays it the right way. He's very humble, and when he wins, he's very gracious. And even when he won the championship, you know, I know certain coaches, if they'd have won that championship, we'd have still been hearing about it now. And he won that championship.
And he's got his noob league as well, where you know he actively recruits new people.
Does he? Oh well,
and gets them in. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Noobs. So that just to me makes him even a better coach in my opinion. That he's helping people.
Actively recruits new people, gets them in, sets up this little league, and I think it's I've not played it, but it's tiered in some way so that like you can't just inflate your TV and then beat on other players. It like sections it off in some way so that like, you're playing against vaguely equal TVs, and yeah, it sounds amazing. And people have come out of it like sounding quite happy that you know they've learned bits and pieces and stuff. So it's awesome, absolutely awesome.
The stuff he does makes the community stronger and makes the Xbox player base stronger as well. And you know, then people could have just got absolutely wrecked going into the champion ladder again, bumping into a nasty team. Where this way, at least they learn the trade, they know what to expect, and they can have. Most importantly, here they get fun.
Sorry, no, that's not Rambo. That's somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, Rambo's
I know
somebody else who does it. Stephen, isn't it? Stephen who does it. So there you go
okay.
then.
See, I always get Rambo.
Humphrey, I think. Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Humphrey. There you go. He's got it on the chat. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so Rambo, you're still the people's champ, though, Rambo. You're just not
Still nice,
godlike.
mate. Sorry.
Not godlike,
Yeah.
but you're still the people's champ. But what obviously Mr. Humphrey's doing is fantastic. Stephen Humphrey, brilliant what he's doing, and I have full credit for him for doing that because he's basically helping people play and enjoy the game, and that's what people gotta remember. Blood Bowl at the end of the day is a fun game. Yes, we can get salty. Yes, we can pull our hair out, but at the end of the day, if you've got a strong community, that is what you need. If you've got that, you can get through anything. And I
think it really helps.
Yeah.
Because if you're having a shit day, you can. Oh,
So-
sorry, pardon my language.
if you're having a stream all the time.
Oh, that's all right. But if you're having a shit day, you can actually just go on there and just, moan, and other people will, equal parts take the piss out you and equal parts, like, sympathise with you. But I think both help. It's, it just diffuses it a little bit in your head and just makes you think, yeah, you know what, this is just something to laugh about. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not important at the end of the day. This is my hobby. It's not, it's not something I should be taken seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I got a few guys on Xbox who I'll talk to, and they're very sympathetic with me. I played a guy on the PS4, and after 2 10s, I'd rolled ones and all that stuff, and it broken. It killed a couple of my players, injured a few players after about 2 or 3 10s, and I think I was something like Armanan or something like that. So I said to him, I said, "Fuck me, man, what a fucking shit start. Fucking pointless this game sometimes." And his response, where a lot of the guys on the Xbox would have either said "fuck all" or they'd said, "Oh, sorry, Bernie, felt a bit sorry for me." This guy said, "Bernie, it's Blood Bowl. You know how it is. Shit happens, sigh." And that was it. I was like, "You fucking prick. All the nice shit I've said about you." And I was like, "You can tell me out on the fucking Xbox now. Fucking hell. Cheers, mate. Fucking hell. If I ever think I'm going to take suicide act coming to fucking you'll push me off the fucking cliff." And then later on, after the game, I was talking to him, and then by then I wasn't pissed off, but I was like, well, we could have at least not said now. If you haven't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. And after the game, he started bitching about his team had been destroyed the game before. So I just said to him, "Look, mate, it's Blood Bowl. You know this happens." And then that was it. I was like, "Shit, what? You can like what I said back to you?" But it's the way it can be, and obviously when you text and all that, it comes across completely different as you're talking. But it was like usually when I'm on the Xbox, and people are like, "Oh, don't worry about it." Yeah, you sort of get sympathy on the Xbox. When you're on the PS4, it's like, "I don't care, mate. It's not happened to me. It's happened to you, so I don't care."
Yeah.
But it was
At least
fun.
it's not as salty as the PC. Although.
Oh man, it's a Warzone, isn't it?
It's like £9 on the PC, so I keep thinking I'm just gonna get that and.
Because so much fun.
You see what I like on the Facebook page. I like to just, if people are trolling, I like to have a little poke and a little play. And I've done it with Dicer and whatever his other name. I can't remember what his name was before that name. But I think he's only had 2. The messages I've got of him, I've absolutely loved. I've played him to the missus and just been absolutely pissing myself laughing. Just like, listen to this geezer, he's proper like wound up over this game. And she knows what I get like, and I get wound up, but not this level. I mean, it's awesome. He's calling me a 12-year-old, calling me a. I'm gonna say it. You're not gonna say it. And it's just see who I can poke to the point where they break, basically.
Yeah.
That makes me a horrible person, I think, but there we go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it is what it is, and we all can moan about it. I mean, when I'm having a bad day at the office on Blood Bowl, my dog Bernie, he's a staffy, and he obviously has his bed in the living room with me. As soon as even when I say, "For fuck's sake, man, another fucking double one, man," like that, he gets up and he goes out the room. This is my dog. He just goes. He's like, "Shit, man, something bad's happened. He's getting knuckled or something." He just goes out the room, and you will not see him. Honestly, you will not come back in the room until I finish that game, and then he'll look at me and go, "Is it safe to come back in the room?" I ain't throwing out or nothing. It's just that dogs consent stuff, and like he knew.
Did you just admit live on stream that you bother dogs, mate?
What? Well, if you want to call it that, I like from the best.
I don't know.
But I'm named after a dog. If that makes you feel any better, my dog's Bernie Buffon. So hey, I've named myself after a dog. So you can spin that however you like it. But you know, it's funny though because dogs can sense different emotions from humans. So he knows when I'm having a bad day, or you know, double one, or you know it, gifts, double one, and all that crap. GFRs and all that shit.
Yeah.
And he just gets out of his bed, looks at me, and goes, "Fuck you, I'm off," and just goes. He leaves the room in disgust because he knows crap. He's going off on one. He's ready to explode, and I ain't been in this room when he goes off the handle. And then
does he give you a dirty look over the shoulder on his way out?
And then the missus he'll maybe go
shakes
into
his
the
head.
he'll maybe go into the room where the missus is with all her stuff, and she'll be like, "Oh, is Daddy having a bad day on Blood Bowl again?" Because she always knows when I'm having a bad day, because the dog just goes, "You know what? I'm leaving this shit. I ain't getting involved in this." And yeah, it's funny. You know, we all can get salty and problems, and he sort of senses in good time that when I'm starting.
Has he got a 5-minute warning? Has he?
Well, he thinks he's
5-minute warning system.
He's out. As soon as I roll them double ones, that's it. He's gone. He's like, yeah, I've seen that record too many times before, so he's gone. But hey, you know that's what it is. So there we go. Right, let's have a look at a couple more teams before we move on to the last section. Now then. So, I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Let's have a look at my Underworld team, Mutant X, because you said there's some really weird names. I'm trying. I remember Cheese Stilton, and now he's from my MML team from the PS4. He was a killer on there, and I just thought, you know what, he may be lucky for me in here. So, but I'm interested to see what other weird names I have, because I can't remember. Here we go. Right then. Tell me when you've got the team sorted, and then you can tell me.
Yeah.
Go on then. What's weird about this team? Tell me.
Dirty Pete?
Yeah, Dirty Pete's a very famous name from the PS4 again. He's basically usually my guy I stamp with. But the problem is he usually gets really good stats, and he ends up not being a fouler. But yeah, Dirty Pete, yeah, well, you know.
What's he got this time?
He's got two heads at the moment. Yeah. He survived, so he got a level up. Okay, so we've got Dirty Pete. Go on.
I know. Gimlick's actually a PS4 geezer. I've heard of him. Hugo Boss. What have you got, Hugo Boss?
That's a very good point. I've never used it before.
That's like a fragrance or whatever.
It is a fragrance. I like the name Hugo, and I could just vision.
Is that it?
No, I could vision this land rat who would get slapped like he's the Stone Vermin's little bitch in the Skaven teams. But now he's on a Goblin team. He's bigger than them, isn't he? So he's a bit of a boss. So I could see him trying to be, you know, the big deal on a Underworld team. Like, look at me, show me some goddamn respect, you little green freaks. I'm the freaking boss, and my name's Hugo Boss. And that's basically the way he came out with that name. So that's why it's called Hugo Boss. But yes, it is a perfume as well. I did sort of figure that as well. So I thought, yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, fine. Fuck it. We'll go with that.
So you should have 50 euro for role playing the best team as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be so hilarious. That would be fun. Donald Trump, by Jove, he's an hard case, that Donald Trump. People hit him more than they hit Cass. You know, it's like Donald
Trump.
Two
heads? I thought he just had two faces.
You couldn't give him two faces, unfortunately. I should have given him something else, but yeah, he's funny. He's funny as Donald Trump. He gave Space Magic W's Goblin team a bit of a kick in. He made him concede. Did Donald Trump? So yeah, he's a bit nasty. Mad Frankie Fraser. That name was from my.
That's a boxer. I know that.
Yeah, that was from a Playground and Cowboys team. I pinched off somebody else. Crash Test on me, Rat Hawks instead of Tony Hawks. Rat Hawks.
Wasn't me, ref, sending me off for that. Fair enough.
Yeah. That's there.
Green Giants. Is that the?
It's just taking the piss out of little goblin.
Corn dude.
Yeah, we're going back a few. There's only people in our chat going, what the fuck are you about? Daddy, they're talking old language, Daddy. Turn it off. Yeah, Green Giant. Yeah, ho ho, Green Giant. Yeah, but the
Ho,
corn.
ho, ho. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but I saw him as a little green thing and called him a giant, like Little John of Robin Hood.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So that
God,
was,
I've just
but
read more
it's
into
a
that
good
than
pickup.
Fair enough.
Big Bad Gorilla. I'm gutted I didn't name that as the Troll. I should have named him as the Troll. I don't know why I like
Oh,
that
you got
name.
sorted police guy though.
Yeah, he needs to start
The one-
doing
the one
stuff.
carry through.
He needs to start doing
One
some Craig
carry through
Manley.
from,
Get it sorted, mate. Get it sorted. Get Salt Police Guy doing his stuff. I always name my big guy after you. Salt Police Guy. He does nothing. Absolutely. Last game he got the MVP. He needs to sort his shit out.
Oh, he's got three KOs.
Three
Hang on, I'm just
KOs?
looking at him. 9
Bloody
matches,
wow.
3
To be fair
KOs,
to
6
him-
injuries. He's a superstar, mate. He's a
To be
fucking
fair to him,
superstar.
mate, he's done all right. He just hasn't been getting injuries. So he hasn't been getting XP.
4 injuries sustained. No, he's shit. Fuck him.
But no.
He's fallen over in half the games he's been in. Okay.
Oh, there you go. That's it. But yeah, Cheese Stilton. He's the main dude. He's the big cheese. Yeah, he definitely is the guy who carries my team. But I'm sure someone will smash him before long. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm not gonna have much time to play.
Is this
Go on. You were saying?
is this top Underworld team at the moment? Then is it?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, sound nice.
Yeah. I've played
Yeah,
now
1 claw.
games.
Yeah, 3 blocks.
Yeah, 8 wins, 1 draw, no losses. If someone said to me I'd have that record, I'd have just laughed at them. And we've played dwarfs as well. We played bad matchups. We played a dwarf team who was second dwarf team, 480 TV down, and we beat them 3-1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you
No,
know,
they look nice. They look good actually.
I every game I play them, I just expect them to get destroyed, but they're still doing pretty well. But
And not
I
a single injury across the board. Have you
oh, they
sacked
have
people?
had them. They've had them. I've been losing rats, especially the lamb rats. I've lost them a lot. You know, so the best one, Tizzle, is it wasn't me, ref. I had one on. I don't know if it was on the Xbox or the PS4, and he got sent off. So it showed you it wasn't me sent off, and my opponent typed, "Oh yes, it was." It was PC. That's what it was on when I was doing my goblins. It was so funny. It wasn't me sent off, and the guy typed to me, "Oh, but it was." And he just makes some nice touches when you have people like that, you know. But yeah, that's my Underworld team, and Thing is doing really well. Mutt on the PS4, he's got to the quarterfinals with them, and he's knocked a few decent teams out with Underworld. So I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I just thought they'd get mullered, but
I keep looking at them. They do look like they do look like they've got loads of good strengths. I just hate that much strength too. It just terrifies me.
yeah,
Because I like Rince Skaven.
Mm.
4 strengths 2 I can live with. But
Yeah.
if you've got to put half a team of strength 2 on the pitch, I start to.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I
hard.
don't.
I don't know what other people. It's a shame Mutt's not actually in chat. I know he's busy today, but he obviously is a very good and well player. But the way he said to me, he said, "Benny, guard, forget about guard. Just go for kill on your pieces what can." So, for instance, Cheese Stilton, I turn down and people are going to throw up. So maybe some of you guys want to put the fingers in the ears for what I'm going to say next. But I had him obviously block Mighty Blow and Claw, and then I rolled 11. I rolled Agility, and I turned it down. I turned Agility down
God no.
because
No,
I
I've
wanted.
turned that down before. No.
Well, that's
No
all right.
need.
Me, you can come on again. So I got Piled On because I wanted Piled On because I thought, you know what, Agility 4 ain't going to help me on a Storm Vermin. It just ain't. He's going to be killing.
If he's got block, Mighty Blow, Claw. No, I've had a similar one. I think it was a Storm Vermin on the Skaven team, and I had obviously they start off with block. I think I had block, strength, claw, Mighty Blow, and then it offered me doubles,
Yeah,
and it was like, well, do I take the dodge?
yeah.
I think it was double 5 actually. It was like,
Yeah.
do I take the dodge? Do I take the move? Do I take the AV, or do I just take the obvious, the pile on? And I think I took the pile on because it was like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
If he can walk 1 square further, I don't really care because he's going to be on the deck half the time.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I mean,
So no, I wouldn't take the edge there either.
yeah. I mean, the good thing for the Underworld as well is you can get the Knuffles Altar, and then you can get like Bomber Dribble Snot, the grenade throwing guy, who's just hilarious for 10k, and you can get a Fanatic for 50k. I always think Underworld are one of those fun teams what can cause carnage if you get them built right, if they live long enough. So I like them. I'm just a bit salty that Salty Police guy hasn't got a bloody level up yet. Because as soon as he gets Claw, and if I get me the Stone Vein with Claw,
he's got one MVP in 11 games. Give him time.
Yeah. And so
he'll get an injury sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, probably to himself. But yeah, I mean, they have got potential too. Because like I say, if you give them 2 heads, you're dodging all over the place with the Goblin on 2+ with a reroll if they haven't got tackle. You know, I'll tell you one really good thing what I learned quite late, because I was talking to obviously a lot of Underworld people, and there's a really good trick you can do with Underworld. And that is first level up on the Goblin who survives, give him horns. Yeah?
I've heard this. It's just the horn strength.
Yeah, so you strength 3.
Horn strength 2 heads or something like that. Yeah.
You can't. Well, I wouldn't even go 2 heads. I would just spam horns and pray for a double. As soon as you get a double, you take wrestle, obviously, and then 3+. You just dive into 20 cage, going surprise, motherfucker, and then drag the ball loose.
Yeah.
It doesn't work all the time, but you're a goblin, so it's just fun throwing one into a cage.
If he gets stamped out, no one cares.
Yeah. Oh, the other option is you can go with guard, give guard to a goblin, put him in first. You got the guard assist, then pile him with another one. So they can be really, really sneaky. So you've got your Mighty Blow Claw piled on Storm Vermin, you've got your Troll. And I'll tell you what, I'm so tempted to go piling on my Troll if I get Claw, because I think it looks funny when he falls on them in a very rude way. So I'd be tempted to that. Cause I
always go...
Yeah, I would go probably Tentacles like most people, or Stand Firm, Guard. There's a lot of good stuff, but... My philosophy is I'm going to lose players. I'm going to, especially the high TV I get, my team's going to get minced. So the only hope I've got is to win, is to mince their players as much as man. I want their really nice players.
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't realise that mutations were normal on
oh, yeah. Troll. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I was thinking Pylon first, because I love putting Pylon on big guys, because they level up quick.
Yeah,
like, a lot of people go break tackle or something like that.
Yeah,
and I'll just throw Pylon on and just hope that.
That's what's so good about Underworld Trolls, is that you can get Tentacles, you can get Claw. And I'm like, oh my god! And I don't really roll doubles on big guys, so I'm like, oh yes, Claw's first thing I get. Unless I roll double, then I'll get blocked. But I just saw,
yeah.
Oh, a Claw Troll with Mighty Blow, fantastic for just 1 level up. But yeah, there you go. I mean, that's my team, and they'll.
No, I like them.
But yeah,
give me 1 minute, mate. I need to dash to the toilet. And Tizzle's asking if we can look at top songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to do that one now.
I'll be right back, and then I'll.
While you're doing that, I'll find it. So let's have a look. Oh my word, I don't know this coach. That's always interesting. He's got a decent thing. Right, so Tizzle, we're finding out how you can improve your team, because you usually do Amazon, don't you? See what he's got for you. Let's have a look. There we go. So, Agility 5 Blitzer, holy shit. With strong arm. Oh god, he's got a few better things. Strength 4, leader piece. Don't like leader on a Blitzer, I'll be honest. God, he likes strong arm, doesn't he? Bloody hell. He's got a couple of them with strong arm. It's just an alright team. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. He's obviously a good coach. He's got a very good record. He's got no enhancement yet. 13 wins, 6 draws, 3 losses. Very good. Let's have a look. He's drawn with the Gothrockers, and look at that. He actually beat Calcium Classes I Still Hate You All. There you go. So he gets brownie points from a lot of people for that, I'm sure. Disturbing presence. Love it. So again, this is a guy, I mean, I don't know if you guys in chat know this guy. I can't even pronounce that name. I will savagely destroy it, so I will try. Gut Saturn 45 or something like that. Yeah, I like Zons. I like Zons. I mean, I bought a few of the teams. I bought Underworld, Amazon, and Kislev, because obviously Rambo inspired me with Kislev, and then they got minced first game. So it's one of those teams where, again, like I said to you before, where about the Case Dwarfs, there's an epidemic on the PS4. there's no way I'd play Amazons on the PS4, but I would play it on the Xbox because your issue is mainly Chaos, not Chaos Dwarfs. So, you know, I was tempted to go Amazons this season, but I've had so much fun with the Underworld. I've just kept with Underworld. But yeah, Zons are good, especially if you build them right, you know. Guard, you've got to take Guard on your 4 blitzers. Definitely take Guard. I mean, I can understand why he's gone agility on that number 7 blitzer. But that number 3 should have got Guard, in my opinion. Fair skill. The problem, I mean, this guy must be a good player because the way his team's built, I'm not impressed with. There's one. I mean, how can you only have one guard on an Amazon team? You're gonna get steamrolled by most teams. You know, I mean, Blodge will save you, granted, but I can understand the agility 5-piece. I get that, so that's not a problem. I don't like the leader. I don't think this team's that well put together. I think this guy needs to have a look at a certain Amazon roster video on someone's YouTube channel, I think.
Sorry about that, mate.
Oh, I have Trippers is on chat. That's it. Quick, let's wrap it up. Trippers is here. Quick. Yeah, thanks for all coming. See you all later.
What?
Sorry, Trippers in chat. Go on, mate. What do you think of this team?
The team?
God,
the team name. Team name.
I was going to say Wee City then. Wee Stitty. Wee Stitty. It's OUI.
It's all gone wrong.
It's all gone, Peter. This is what happens when you leave me.
God,
it's your fault.
I've seen those.
Couldn't you have just pissed your pants?
Okay.
That would have been a lot easier.
Wow.
Tell you what.
Not this time. I've been there before, but no. This doesn't feel quite that important.
Oh, Trippers. Trippers is morning. You know what? I get it from. I tell you what, Chris. I get it from this co-announcer about Bloody. I get the guilt trip from him, and I'm getting it from you. Yes, the Xbox has had 2 shows before PS4 show's been done, but that's because I've got a very.
He loves us more, mate. He loves us more, mate.
Yeah, I got a really big guest on tomorrow's show.
He said that before we got on chat.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah, I said if PS4 didn't have Trippers, I'd do a lot more. But since he's there, I keep on the Xbox. So it's going to be tomorrow trip, but it's going to be about 10 p.m. GMT or 11 p.m. GMT time. But it's definitely on tomorrow. My co-announcer has agreed, and it will be on definitely. So it's a big name as well. And before you ask, no, it's not Cass. It's somebody bigger. But he is. He is.
Caveat that every time.
Yeah, it's
not Cass.
No, because people think it is. People think every time I say that it's Cass. But, you know, there's a lot better players. You know, there's a lot better players than him, a lot better players than me. You know, this guy, trust me, this guy is the real deal. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal, but it's
Jimmy
not
Fantastic?
You're fucking joking me. No, it fucking ain't. I said someone really big, you know, really good. You know, Jimmy didn't make it on the PS4. He couldn't hack it. He ran away. After they claimed he'd come for the money, easy money, he ran away. So
really?
No, it's not him. Yeah, did you not hear about it? It came. To be fair to him, I'll stick it for him slightly. I think he was.
I've only watched his stream once, and
I got banned from it. I got banned from his stream.
He's got a weird voice, so I stopped listening. He might know his. He might know his stuff. Is that what he is? God, he's okay.
I think he is.
Yeah, no, he freaked me out.
I think he is.
He sounded like
no, he basically what happened.
Like Eastern European or some shit. It was just weird.
No, he's definitely English.
Okay.
I mean, he might be living in a different country, but I'm sure he's English. He basically, because he's obviously a very good player on the PC, give him credit, he is, yeah. And then he came onto the PS4, and people say he's come for the easy money, and as you do, the PS4, he got the PS4 crowd up, you know, the backup, you know, and people say, oh, got it up, Cass runs into him because he'll murder him and all that, because obviously Cass murders everybody. And in the first few games he got guys who either had no idea how to play it, or, you know, just clueless. So he's like, oh my God, this is too easy. And then he ran into me. And I think I was Lizards and he was Dark Elves and all that. And he was obviously talking and all that. And me being me, because obviously it insulted the PS4 community. As obviously you've had it with other coaches who've insulted the Xbox community. I had my backup and I was like, yeah, mate, I'm hoovering. I actually had the hoover on stream. I was hoovering. Just, you know, to say, look, mate, I can beat you while hoovering. And we ended up drawing 1-1. He failed a 3+ dodge or something like that. And I said, "Oh mate, God mate, it's so easy." As I was saying to him, it was so easy. I was hoovering the living room and all that sort of stuff, and we had this rivalry. And the fact is, every time he played someone decent, he got beat. And then I went onto one of his streams, and I don't know if it was Shagwrath who's playing, a really good player. And I went, "Uh-oh, you finally found someone good to play. You're in trouble." Something like that. It was nothing disrespectful. And next thing I saw was banned. That was it. That was me banned because I said, "Oh, you're in trouble."
At least he's a good sport then, eh? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then a bit after that, he actually.
I heard about your hoovering. That makes a lot of sense of stuff.
Well, mate, the thing was, it wasn't that hard of a game, and you chanced out to get the draw.
When Cass was streaming your playoff the other day, like people were talking about your hoovering, I was like, what the fuck is everyone talking about?
That's basically what it is. Yeah, it was a tongue. It was basically. I could hoover while I was playing the game. That's just what I was doing. I had to get the hoovering done before the missus got home, and I'd been playing Blood Bowl all day. And I was like, shit, I've got to do the hoovering, and I'm going to play it. And you know what? This guy ain't really giving me much of a problem. I probably ain't going to win. But you know what?
Your missus has you under manners, mate, don't she?
Oh, man. Yeah, he was like, seriously. So I was hoovering and playing. So I'm like, well, if you're this big of a deal, why is it I can actually hoover and still not lose to you? And that was the point I made. And obviously he took offence to it. Because people thought I was taking the mick. I mean,
I'd be upset if you said that to me, to be fair.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
if at the end of a game I'd lost, someone said, "Oh, by the way."
Oh no, I was saying this while the game was getting played. I was saying this while we was playing. This one after the end of the game. I was saying I'm hoovering. Right. Just give me a sec. You know, I was saying, look, I may be a bit slow because I'm moving while you're playing. And I was like, oh, you know what? This game's so easy. I might as well go and do the pots. Might as well go and do the dishes while I'm playing this. But the thing was, he'd badmouthed the PS4, so I was like, you know what? If you're going to do that, I'm going to give it back. And you know, I've got no issue with him at all. And I thought it was funny that he'd banned me from his stream because of what I said. And obviously, I think what it was is that because he called Jimmy Fantastic, I did create a guy called Jimmy Average. And I said that in Discord, and that caught on. So people said, "Hey, Jimmy Average," and I think that was what really peed him off more than anything. So yeah, I call him Jimmy Average. You ain't fantastic. You can win on the PS4, so you're Jimmy Average.
This team's weird.
It is, yeah.
Do you think they had the plus AV before the AV bust or after? Because injuries always go to the end, don't they? It's a shit idea either way, but
I don't think this team's built right. But his record's fantastic.
But they're winning, yeah. Saying that, TFG's winning a lot with Amazon. He beat me the other day with Amazon.
I can't believe we talk about TFG. We always talk about TFG. You've been told off about this. We can't talk about TFG at all.
Not me specifically.
We haven't mentioned Cass all stream. Or Slice said this.
You might have mentioned. I'm going to keep a tally chart of how often you mention Cass.
You want my team or their team? I tell you what.
I'm on my team. I'm on my team, mate.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like this, eh? You're supposed to be covering my back here. You know, yeah, so yeah.
You're calling me out and you want me to get you back.
What are you calling no. Say that's it, domestic. I tell you what, don't make me put the Hoover on.
I'm not allowed to talk about CFG, but you can mention Cass 12 times a straight.
I've not mentioned Cass at all, so you just brought Cass up. I can't believe it. I've tried all this thing not to bring him up, and you just bring him up. I tell you what, it's terrible, isn't it? But yeah, I mean TFG, yeah. I mean, I don't know much about this guy. I know he's got a lot of people peeved off, but I've only played him against his Necro, and we had a bloody battle. I ended up beating him, but I thought he was a good player. I know there was a big bust.
He's all right. He's just a conceder, which knocks me. Which. As someone who conceded in the playoffs last season, I suppose I should shut my mouth. But
so I wasn't going to bring it up there. I could have thrown you under the bus, but I was like, no way, I'm not going.
No, I'm not going there.
I'll
throw myself under the bus because it's fair enough. I probably haven't got much room to talk, but I don't concede very often. But that day I just completely lost my shit.
The thing is, though,
I was very drunk before I started the game.
That's never good.
I've been out on the works night out, and
yeah. But I mean, like, the thing is, I suppose
bottle and half of wine.
The thing is, though, the good thing is because you're a big part of the community. People knew the type of person you are, and everyone was like, you know what, it is what it is. And the good thing is he was Mutt, wasn't it? And he was gonna play Rambo. You know how cool Rambo is. Rambo's like, yeah, well, I was a bit annoyed, but hey, these things happen. We're all human. Don't worry about it.
The horrible thing is, I'm with all apologies to Mutt, I'm glad Rambo beat him, because otherwise I would have felt like I'd had a hand in that and felt a bit shit about myself.
It happens.
I did feel shit about myself, but I would have felt worse if if he'd have gone on to beat the next geezer up.
But
TFG is the serial conceder.
Yeah.
Over and again.
Yeah, Alex, I've only ever played him once.
Allegedly across several accounts, but there we go.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's a bit strange that I don't get it. It is a problem. What obviously I know that Cyanide might look at. If they can do something about it, they certainly will. That is for sure. But regarding this team, I mean, obviously, Tizzle wanted to have a look at this team. I personally don't think this team's built right. I just don't think it's built right.
They're keeping players with terrible injuries. I mean, that catcher... Has that catcher got any doubles? One with minus move and minus strength? No. I don't know why they're still there then. Because I would rather get rid of them and try and develop up a better catcher.
Yeah. I agree with you. I can't have all that TV. I just can't. It's just...
Plus AV is mental. Even if you got mine, plus AV, I mean, no one. I don't know. I never take plus AV, and I don't know why anyone would. I don't understand it at all as a thing.
Yeah, the thing is though,
especially in
that Blitzer, what's got AV, he actually got -1 AV for his injury. So you know, a lot of these a lot of these pieces, it's like he's paying premium for crap pieces. But he'll say, well,
yeah, I mean that's that's 40k, 30 or 40k of TV to break even on that piece.
Yeah,
which is crackers. I mean, maybe he's a great. Well, he's in the top position, so you know.
Yep.
He's obviously good, but he could be better if he ditched that piece. And saying that Blitzer's got some nice doubles. He's got like 2 doubles. He's got strong arm and guard. So that's a nice blitz.
Yeah, but strong arm, that's not a double. That's a single. It's strength, isn't it? Strong arm. It's not a passing skill. It's a strength skill, so it's not even a double.
Oh, I didn't. Let's see. I've shown how little I know about Amazons here. In which case, I know that's the binnable character, don't I? Because he's got 2 normal skills.
Yeah. It comes to me like he's sort of done the team and thought, you know what, I can't be asked with it now. They're done. If they get in, they get in. If they don't, I ain't gonna bother. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't be scared running into this team. I just wouldn't be.
Just out of interest. Oh no, okay, that explains it.
What?
There's 12 deaths sustained.
Woo!
Just gone and looked at the stats. He's had 12 die. So it's not that he doesn't want to replace them. It's just that he hasn't had time or cash.
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't got the cash.
He's been replacing. He's been replacing other things that have died to stop him.
So there you go.
Out of journeyman territory.
Yeah. So there you go. Fair enough. But I think.
Wow, that's an awesome record. Then if he keeps getting battered.
Yeah, he's obviously a good coach. I mean, I don't know him, but he obviously, when you have a record like that, and obviously he did beat a certain Kazim Kass as well. But
okay. No, I've seen him spinning, but I've never
played him. I must admit, I've never played him. But he got a good draw against Goth Rockers as well, and we know how good they are. So yeah, I think I'd be more worried about the coach than the team. Is what I'm saying. So there we go.
Trippers is all over the chat.
Oh, what's Trips on?
He's not happy with. I don't know. He's not happy with one of us or both of us. I don't know.
Nerves of Steel is a double. Duh. Looks like pro there too. Good point on Stonkarm. Stonkarm? Why is everyone calling Stonkarm? It's
Stonkarm.
Strong arm.
That sounds like a weird sex fetish. That.
It's Trip though, to be fair. It's Trip. Nerves of Steel is a double. Is it? Is it classed as passing, is it? Oh, well, there you go then. So,
yeah, it's a skill.
Yeah, it said it's a double. It's saying it's a double. It's saying it's a passing skill.
Like...
I was thinking it's an agility skill, but he's probably right. But fair play. But again, I still wouldn't have it with strength 2, movement 5. It's still a waste of a thing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at. Oh no, that TV's really low, so it's probably not going to have much in there. I'm just trying to think of one more team. Oh god, Can you say anything? What?
We've looked at yours. Do you want to look at mine?
Which one's yours?
You've shown me yours. I'll show you mine.
Well, yeah, well, I've shown you mine. You've shown yours. Blood Bowl After Dark.
My human team, the Journeyman.
Do you know what? I was looking for Chaos. That's what I was looking for. I was like, where is it? Where's this Chaos team?
Go on then. You're going to look at Chaos.
No,
Go
we'll
look at
go with
Chaos team, fair
human.
enough.
We'll go with human.
My Chaos team are Cthulhu. Did I delete them earlier? Actually, I did Rage earlier.
Have a look.
Oh my god.
No,
Where
it's
am I?
still there.
Oh no, yeah, no.
But we'll have a look.
No, they're just doing awful now.
Oh well,
What
let's
are we
look at the
looking at?
Journeyman. Bless you, with 1240 TV. Oh dear, poor
Yeah,
Knight
alright.
of Hoffenmeister.
Last game went badly.
Went badly. Who
Where am I?
who beat you up? Oh no,
I've done
not that
search,
guy.
fucking hell.
Post starts in the bum. You like Salty Bunny beat you? That must have been Salty.
This has been the worst I've ever had at Blood Bowl today. I've had 4 games today. I've lost all 4. No, sorry. 1 draw, 3 losses today. I thought I didn't get any touchdowns. I got 1. Got 1 touchdown in 4 games today. But these were first place humans. I think they're second place now. And I'm vaguely confident I'll get them back. But I'm vaguely happy with this team. Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Tell you what you're doing wrong. Come on,
I
chat.
throw a
Tell what's
die
doing
last
wrong.
game.
I don't want to throw him.
Yeah, come on.
It's
Someone.
really hard to tell you what you're doing wrong because your TV's so low. So you haven't really branched in. I'll tell you what I do like. I like the idea. I like that you've got 4 guard pieces, on your blitzers. All 4 of them got guards. Your ogre's got guards, so that's good. So I think with humans, if you can get some guard in there, that's good. You definitely need Mighty Blow next, though. Definitely need Mighty Blow and a bit of tackle. That's the next 2 you need on your blitzers.
Oh, see, I always tackle first, not Mighty Blow.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
either
my
way
thought
you
process
go.
anyway.
It's your own personal preference. That would be the next 2 I'd be doing. I'd maybe go 2 of each. It's totally up to you.
Okay.
Thrower, I always go accurate first on a thrower if it's a human thrower or agility 3 thrower. Catchers, obviously.
See, the thrower dude who died had Hail Mary, and
Yep.
I'm starting to become a big fan of it. I think it can get you
Yeah.
2-turn touchdowns.
I tell you what, the thing with Hail Mary
it's
though,
a good defense. It's a
It
good
is.
defense clutch play. Just pitch it up and done.
the problem I have with Hail Mary though, I had it from my York team, yeah. I threw the ball, yeah. I suckered the guy into coming to me. I'm like, oh no, you're gonna get me. And he obviously was a blimp Hail Mary. So he said everybody. I threw the ball. It bounced to my York, caught the ball, scored, loved it. The problem was I wanted to try that every game. So every game I was like, woo, just lobbing these Hail Marys.
no.
And all of a sudden my record,
That's not
what was
what it's
absolutely
for at all.
fantastic, soon
That's
went
not
the other
what it's
way.
for.
So it is a great defensive skill though. It is a great defensive skill.
Yeah, no, that's where I've used it. Is defense. It's awesome defense.
Yeah.
Just if you've got chaos rolling in on you or whoever's rolling in on you,
Yeah.
even elves rolling in, and they've got 2 turns left to score. If you can pop the ball and then just launch it to like 3 squares away from their end zone, they ain't getting it back down the field. Or if they are, then they're lucky.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw that. I
I'm trying not to swear again. Sorry.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. I don't want to mention. I know I keep mentioning Carlton Castle's name, but I don't know if you remember the season.
What? Who?
Yeah. Do you remember the game I played him when we had dwarfs and he was his chaos and I was winning 1-0 and he piled everyone forward and in the middle I had that star play with Hail Mary. So he brought them all to me and I just went, see ya! Boom! He broke my cage and I just threw the Hail Mary. And by the time he got it, the game was over. So it is a good skill when you use it in the right way.
I blatantly think it's people like try and sell it as a diving catch and set up a cube up the front and all this sort of stuff. No, it's maybe as a 2-turn touchdown device, but never use it properly like that. But defensively, I think it's awesome.
The best team.
And this human team used it quite a bit when that dude had it. So I think that's going to be the thrower's first skill again. Straight away, I think it is going to be.
If you want to use, Trip's going to go bonkers because he'll say I've made a mistake. But the team you need Hail Mary on. If you want to use
Hail Mary
it,
deserved to die.
yeah, he don't like Hail Mary. The best team, in my opinion, if you want to use Hail Mary as an offensive weapon without blowing loads of TV on it, is Kislev. Because to my knowledge, the runners don't come with diving catch. Standard. I'm sure they do.
I haven't got a scoop.
Long legs and diving catch, I think they get. So
I
obviously,
don't know. I've looked at the team and just thought I ain't playing that shit.
Yeah.
To be honest, but
that's basically I think the team will come with diving catch to start off with. But I think Hail Mary is one of those skills where it's all right to have, but it's not something I would take first. Accurate is always the better option. And if you're going defensive as well, another one is...
Why? How often do you genuinely want to throw with humans?
I throw a lot with humans. Hell, and Space Magic will vouch for this. I will throw with orcs. I have no problem with orcs. I mean,
but
I mean, you know, it's
a three up is as good as a 4. I don't know.
It bloody isn't.
A 3-up's as good as a 2-up. It's not far. It's not miles away.
Yeah, but usually, I
think
away. A lot of the times you throw the ball is if you're under duress and stuff like that, and usually the guy you're throwing to it is quite far away. It's not like a nice, easy, quick pass or something like that. So having accurate really helps. I just like to have it as easy as possible when I throw the ball. And I just think accurate's a lot better. Dump off's another good skill, but then I think if I dump off, I've got to get nerves of steel.
I like dump off.
But I always play.
But I'd never throw more than 3 squares. I would never be throwing a long throw.
Would you not?
Or if I am, it's already like a YOLO, and I don't want a skill for YOLO plays. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, you get +1 to the YOLO player. So if you say you need a 5+, you never need a 4+. If it's a 6+, you need a 5+. So statistically, it's going to help you out.
If I'm in YOLO play territory, then Hail Mary is no roll at all. It's just going where I want it.
Well, isn't it a 2+? If you roll a 1, don't you fumble it?
No. It's just automatically inaccurate, that's it.
Oh, because one, people say it's
automatic.
Is it automatic, guys? I'm sure
unless I'm
it's
very,
2+.
very wrong.
I'm sure Hail Mary is a 2+. If you roll a 1, it is a fumble. I'm almost certain, because I thought it was like what you said. And people said to me, no, if
I
you
thought
roll
it was
a
just
1,
automatically inaccurate.
No.
I thought that was...
I'm sure it's a 2+.
If it
you
can
still roll a
fumble,
1.
I've never fumbled one. And that will come as a horrible surprise if it does turn out to be true.
Yeah,
one
still fails.
One and just cry.
One still fails. One is
really
fumble. So there you go, you see.
I have never done that then. Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. I was the same as you. I thought it wasn't, but it is. I was told in no uncertain manner, well, yeah, Benny, you better have passed with that Hail Mary because you can still fumble it. Tizzle Bizzle saying, I throw a lot with humans, built-in pass reroll and built-in catch reroll. Yep, absolutely. I totally agree with you. I think humans are good doing that.
Quick throw only.
I'm. If you've.
I know you say.
I think if you're
accurate, maybe you could go to a short, but
if you get accurate, and if you're looking enough to get strong arm and accurate, that you'll be amazed what that throw can do. He will blow your mind. He is pretty good.
Well, no, he's an elf. Is what he's talking about there. To be fair.
No, he's not an elf. He's getting pretty good.
He's pretty much an elf. He's an elf with good armor. If you roll,
well, there you go then. There you go. You don't good elf still throwing the ball. He'll just be as good as an elf.
Would you take +5 on an elf? Because that's what you've done with that thrower.
Why? No. I wouldn't. Why would I take armor?
That's pretty much the same skill set as an elf thrower. You've basically.
Well, no, because if I've got an elf,
one AV on him.
If I've got an elf thrower, I'm still giving him accurate. Yeah, it makes it even better. I'm still going to give him strong arm if I get the chance. Safe throw is another one that what you could go for. And Trip is to say even with safe throw, it is still a fumble on a 1 for Hail Mary. So there you go. So it can be risky.
Right, I might not have that then.
So there you go.
Although he's got throw on him.
Yeah,
he gets to use his throw skill though.
Yeah, he can use his pass skill. I'm sure.
So it's a 1 in 36. Okay.
So basically what they're saying is, although it's very rare it's going to happen, but we do see double 1s. So if it does happen, we're just saying that it can blow up in your face. Not often, but it can.
Yeah, but by the time you're doing it, it's already gone wrong, hasn't it? Really.
Well,
if you're doing that as a defensive play, it's not the best situation to start with.
Yeah. Now, like I said,
Because otherwise
I
you're
don't.
picking it up and having a run or whatever. So you might as well have the 35 out of 36
Yeah. Yeah.
of ruining their day, as opposed to you picking it up and
No,
I
like
don't
I
know
said,
what else you do.
Hail Mary is a skill I've grown to love more. But I try and put it this way: it's like, Benny, back your ability as a coach. That if you do the right shit, you won't need to do that sort of shit. That's just the way it is. But I have tried Hail Mary before. I think it's a lot of fun, and if you can sucker coaches into bringing pressure for you just to lob it over the top of them, and it works, it's a great feeling. It really is. So.
I run it different. I run it as a clutch defense rather than.
Well, this is it.
rather than
Everybody
sort of attack.
plays Blood Bowl differently, so it just perfectly illustrates you would use that skill a lot different to probably myself. So it is what it is. Someone just said before we go, just to quickly look at this team, Wraithlord's team is undead because apparently he's having a really good season with them. So I'll just quickly look.
I've had one DC this season, and it was against Wraithlord. But there we go.
Oh, was it? Oh, right, okay. Because he was saying he had
Unfortunately, so it was a good game as well. It was a good game.
I hate when that happens when it's a good game in DC. It's not good, is it? Interesting team.
He goes to the next monster.
Oh, yeah. -1 AV on his mummy, though. That hurts, especially when it's a bludger.
He's had that a while, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
He had that against me, and that was a while ago.
You can sort of understand why he's kept it, because it's a bludger, strength 5. Gets down firm next, he's laughing. So I can I don't know. People probably say otherwise, but I don't like grab on a mummy. Don't really like that. His white is pretty standard.
No,
but
that.
again is.
What else would you have? What else would you have?
What, instead of grab, I'd go break
Yeah.
tackle. Cage diving.
With move 3? I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, you basically what you do, you go down the middle and try and force them to the side. So as soon as you go to the side, you've got it.
If their cage is within 3 squares of your mummy, then they're in trouble.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
it's not easy. It depends who they are as well. It depends what he is. I mean, obviously, if they're else, then they shouldn't really be caging anyway. But like all the other teams, like dwarfs and stuff like that, you can break into that cage no problem. Moving 3.
Oh, maybe dwarves to struggle. Yeah, but dwarves are going to have tackle and.
Yeah, break tackle.
suppose that don't
You ain't
affect
got
it. Don't
dodge
affect it.
anyway.
Yeah.
But you got built-in reroll. So I'm just saying. I mean, a break tackle would be something I would look at instead of grab. Grab is one of those skills I use on a tree man more than anything else. I'm not saying it's a horrid skill. I just think there's better skills to take before that. It's just the way I look at it. His goal, he's got a goal injured. What's out now? That's a nice goal. Bludge, nerves of steel, and catch. That is a really nice build, but I don't see that surviving long. And he's got a passing goal as well. Now I've heard people on the Facebook say about this.
The other dude's got pass, sure hands, return,
Yep.
kick off, return, and block. Oh, that. Okay, so he's got a
Passing goal. That's nice. That's
Ooh.
something different. That gives some what
that makes
a lot
me
of
even
people.
more annoyed.
Why does it make you
our
annoyed?
game? Because we didn't get to finish our game. Our game, I scored in the first half, and then I was kicking, and it crashed during the kick-up set-off.
Right.
So I would like to see that in action and see what.
Yeah,
I could have
I
done
think
with
it's
against
done
that,
really well
'cause that
for
would have
him.
been quite fun to play.
Yeah, I think he's done really well.
And it would have surprised me as well. Actually, it would have surprised me. I wouldn't have expected to see it coming because I don't play with the skills up. I know a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But I don't. So it probably would have. Yeah, I probably would have looked at it and gone, "Oh, I remember that," and then just not. And it would have surprised me late in the game and ruined me.
Yeah. I mean, he was a bit salty because he played Teenage Angels, TFG's team, and he actually DC'd against them. That's his only DC he's had for like about 3 seasons, I think he said, or 3 months, something like that. So it is something. What's the problem? But all I can tell you is the admins, the Cyanide are very close to getting a patch sorted. They're testing it now, so for stability. So hopefully when that patch comes out, that'll make it better.
In terms of community problems, I think that is much higher up the list than bloody chaos teams.
Oh, it is. It is.
Being
And
able to finish,
it's
being
been
able
dealt
to
with.
finish every game.
Yeah.
Has got to be.
That is the main priority.
Yeah,
They've made no secret. This thing has been going on since about a long time, trying to get this thing in. It's not an easy fix. So yeah,
I've been playing the game quite a while. No.
Yeah, no, that is their main priority.
And,
They've already said to us the main priority out of everything at the moment is stability on the consoles. What's good to hear, because obviously they obviously care about the console community. They know how important it is to the game, and they know it's not good enough. So I'll be honest with you, the PS4, it's not been a problem. It's basically the Xbox. Is what I am, you know.
I thought you guys got blue screens.
Yeah, but that's been like that for forever. Blue screens have been forever. This on the Xbox, there's been freezes, crashes, and all sorts, hasn't they? But wasn't nowhere near as bad until Legendary come out. Is if I'm right in saying, it's been a lot.
I know my Xbox has always made weird noises on this game.
No, I don't know them.
And I've never crashed on anything else.
The impression I got is it's been a lot more unstable since Legendary, and by the sounds of it, that's the way the Cyanide are looking at it. So obviously they must think that, because obviously they're they're trying to.
Mine's been better this season, and last season I hit the 6, and I've hit. In fact, last 2 seasons I've had day one disconnects. This season it took me until about week 3, and I've only had 1. So, I haven't done anything different, so something might have changed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I say, it's they're obviously looking at it, so that's the main thing. So it's going to be sooner. It's quite soon, and then obviously, hopefully the patch will work, and then that'll make it a lot better. Because there's nothing more frustrating than playing a game and then you just DCs, because that goes towards your tally, and like I say, and you lose the game and you get no MVP, you get no cash, and it's annoying. So hopefully that'll be sorted soon. Tizzle Bizzle, yes, Dan Fem's a very good choice for the mummy as well. But yeah, like I say, it's a decent team, and there's quite a few good undead teams going about at the moment on the PS4 and obviously now the Xbox.
I don't play undead.
I don't.
It might be a team I have. Are they a bash team?
I've never really.
I might
know
play them
what
next
to call
season,
them.
but if they're a bash team, then
I don't know. I don't know
obviously,
what you call them. I mean, they have 2 big strength 5 mummies. I mean, they're the cornerstone, and then they're backed up by the white, and then you got your 4 goals for your speed. I played them, and I've had great success with them. I don't know. I just think I just don't enjoy playing them, I think, is the thing. And goals can break very easily, but then you got 4.
Well, that's what I'm looking at with this team. Is there's 4 goals and 2 of them are
because you have no regen and they're armor 7.
So obviously it means that those 2 have been either replaced.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the thing is, I suppose on the plus side,
a different mix. Either they're brand new or they're replacing people who are dead.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you just need one skill to make them really efficient. They can blodge or wrestle, blodge, whatever you want to go for. And like I said, them 4 goals give you the speed. I personally like to go dodge, block, sidestep, diving, tackle, because that annoys the hell out of my opponent. But that's just me. But there you go. That is the undead team.
So they're slow scaven.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't mind them. I think if you get block on the 2 mummies and get them some good skill sets, it's a really good team. And like I say, you got cheap zombies and stuff. You still got 2 whites, 4 ghouls. They are good teams. I just think they're better low TV than high TV, where Necro excel the higher up you go. And shout out to Ferret there. The Necro team doing extremely well there. Woof woof. We'll maybe have a look at them next time. With a good 18-5-3 record. So there we go. Right, that's us done. It's been a bit different this week, just because I wanted to see what people thought about the idea I had for the Champions Cup more than anything else, and I wanted to see a few of these teams, because we haven't been looking at a lot of teams of late. So we've seen a few teams there. Obviously, we've seen Yoshi, we've seen Man, we've seen the Undead and Bashy and Flashy and various other ones, and Elden Union.
We haven't looked at a chaos team. Let's look at a chaos team.
No, we're not doing chaos.
No, come on. Everyone wants to see a Chaos team. The money's there for Chaos.
Well,
you've said it yourself.
Dice
It's the money
Slicer.
shot. It's the money shot at the end.
Right, okay. I don't know, because I think we've seen... I'll tell you one team I will have a look at. We'll have a look at Rambo's team, number 12 then. I'm not quite dead. Because obviously he is the champ, and he did do it with Nagel. And to my knowledge, he said this team was built for one purpose, and that was to kill Calcium Cass's team. And guess
I
what?
watched that game and
He beat him, didn't he?
he delivered.
2-0.
He was the postman.
He was.
I don't
I
understand
like
that
it.
either, but
I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
use it.
Rambo's the postman. He always delivers. Love it. Absolutely.
I'm
love
going
it.
to use it. Where did that come from? Where did that come from, to be fair?
I don't know. I was just announcing one time. Someone
You and
said.
your
Someone said, or someone else
PS4
said
ways.
it. I was going for me and Serious Jess when we he was a fellow admin at the time. We made him a very similar to like me and Space are on the Xbox. So we was always like our partners in crime, and we'd come up with random stuff, and I'd come up with random stuff like obviously the postman and what does he do? He delivers. So I was like, oh yeah, well that sounds good. I'll try that, and that stuck. And that's always been the famous saying, and I various other ones, you know. Like the sheriff always is called the sheriff because he always serves justice. Drops him like a bad habit, you know. And there's various other ones. So you could even get like a little bingo of my sayings. But yeah, the postman one's always been the fun one. And then one season I challenged the PS4 community to.
We could sell those.
The what?
Sorry.
So I just said I
I was going to say,
challenged.
we could sell those bingo cards.
We could sell them all. And then one season, Postman took off when I said, look, guys, here's a challenge for you. Name one of your characters the Postman and see if you can get in the playoffs. See if anyone can get into the playoffs with the Postman and see how well you do. And some teams did. Quite a lot of teams had the Postman in the teams, and some of them got to the finals. And I kid you not, I think it was either 2 or 3 seasons. The guy named the Postman won the championship for that team. He'd scored the winning touchdown every time. So, and Tripperus went bonkers. I remember one final. It was me and Tripperus doing the final. And
Trips is in chat as well. By
yeah,
the way.
and he was
He's
calling.
saying
He
you're
was
corrupt.
calling.
He's calling you corrupt, mate.
Oh, he will do. He was calling the Postman, right? He was calling saying how rubbish it was. And it was so sweet that FanFox threw the ball in the air with his Dark Elves. The Postman caught it and scored the winning touchdown to make FanFox the new PSL champion. That happened at least twice where the Postman delivered the trophy to that, that team. So, Space Magic W, you want to win yourself a championship? Name one the Postman. There you go. I'll even challenge everybody on the Xbox. Get a team with a Postman in. Just to annoy Trip, if anything. Just do it for that. But yeah, it is quite a lucky name on the PS4. Especially in the playoffs. So there you go. I didn't have a Postman in my PS4 team. My Chaos team. So I named one. In the first game in the playoffs against Stuntman Didi, who was a very good coach, we got the ball loose. The ball bounced all over the place, and this unskilled beastman called the Postman picked it up, ran away, and scored a touchdown. Because he always delivers. And there you go. So there's your
What was he
challenge,
called
guys.
the postman start with then? Unskilled beastman called.
Yeah, he's an unskilled
Anyway,
postman.
sorry, no.
It was just an unskilled postman. Just picked the ball up and scored. I had all these superstars, and the postman's like, you know what, guys, don't worry, I'll pick the ball up. I won't even burn a reroll. That's how good he was. Picked the ball up and went and scored. 1-2-0. But yeah, they're really, really good. So yeah, there you go. Start naming you guys the Postman. Let's see if they do any good, and let me know. But usually they are quite lucky. So there you go. So let's have a look at this team then. So I'm not quite dead. So he built this team.
If nothing
One
else,
thing.
I am loving Rambo's team names.
yeah, quite funny. Aren't
I mean, once he, I'm not quite dead. I think it was not doing well, not doing great.
Not doing great. Yeah.
Doing worse. Doing worse was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking the sort of the progression, the canon of team names working through the seasons.
Yeah, he's
very
pretty
meta.
awesome.
Very
Yeah.
good.
This team, like I say, has got 2 very nice killers. Like I say,
We don't like them, do we? We don't like them. We want to discourage them. So,
Well, it is what it is.
as
But,
admins, can we get rid of those?
I could get rid of it, but what's this? Oh, Very nice brown envelope with a lot of cash in from Rambo. Now this team stays. No, I mean, like I said, they're. I think the problem, like we've already said, take away Parlenon and you won't have an issue with them. I think Parlenon, and I think we saw when Rambo won the championship, a lot of the damage he did was when he piled on. He didn't get it with his first hit, but the second hit was the pile on. That did deliver a lot of his casualties. And like we've said already, it's the piling on what kills you.
Well, Parlon's a weird skill because I mean, a lot of skills are like you can re-roll a dice.
Well, sort of piling on's like a re-roll for your first hit, isn't it? Really, if you think of it that way.
But I don't know. It seems to be a re-roll an injury dice, which is something that nothing else lets you do, and I don't know. It just seems a bit oddly placed to me.
I second guessing the champ. I'm not second guessing him. He's a champ. I know nothing compared to him. I wish we had really good champions like Rambo on our PS4. Unfortunately, we have to deal with people like Triporus as our champion. So, hey, it is what it is. 3 deaths, that's unfortunate, Rambo, but hey, it is what it is, isn't it? You got to beat your Cass, who you already said was the reason why. I mean, the thing about Rambo is, if you think of it though, he's beaten all the big players, hasn't he? He's knocked out Space Magic twice. Cass played him, and he slapped Cass all over. So I think Rambo is a hustler. I think he's a hustler. This Rambo.
Rambo's greatest trick is convincing the world he didn't exist. He's like the devil.
Yeah, he comes across as he says he's not a very good player, doesn't he? He says he's not.
Yeah. He's always don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm just sort of hanging about a bit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing well. Oh, look at me! I've won the championship. Shit.
Maybe this Rambo's actually Nuffle himself. Maybe it's Nuffle. Maybe Rambo's Nuffle.
Let's not go that far.
He might be, He might be Nuffle. We've got in the chat, man. We better start saying nice shit about him. Because no wonder we're getting.
Let's not go that far.
Maybe not. Yeah, we'll take the bad dice instead. So yeah, but no, I think Rambo's a great player and he's improving all the time and he's beating all the best players and he just gets it done. Like you said, he delivers like the postman. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if he wins another one, I'd be so happy for him. I mean, I honestly would like to see Glasshammer win one. I'll be honest, but if Glasshammer can't win one, then I'm going to be Team Rambo.
Still a few. In fact, we haven't even looked at the playoff, have we?
Nope, we haven't. We can have a quick look.
There's a few people left. I'd like to see win, to be honest. There's still a few people left.
Let's have a look.
God, I have to press buttons.
Well, it's your bloody
fault. I have to press buttons.
So obviously,
I'll keep my stupid mouth shut next time.
Yeah. So obviously, Cass beat my ninjas. Mutt got beat by the Necro. He was really salty about that. He wasn't happy at all. And obviously, Decimators got decimated by the one die power of Nuffle.
I was disappointed by that.
A.k.a. Rambo. Crazy Boys, that's going to be a good game. Is that against Bazooka? Coal Miners against Warp Fiend, that's not bad. And they're in Swedes. They are my tip to win the full thing. That is Glasshammer's team. And they're against Crimson Raptors. I think they'll beat them. I tell you what, if Crimson Raptors get through, they will get annihilated by Cass. Absolutely just destroyed. If I'm Cass, I am praying to Nuffle that the Raptors get through. No disrespect to him, but that is a great matchup for Cass. If Cass goes against the Wood Elves, he goes out. He will not beat Glasshammer and the Wood Elves. I'll tell you that.
Although he's got Gothrock. He's got Gothrock as a Violent Pounder of Fuzz later in that bracket.
Yeah, but again,
and both of those are good players. Both of those are good players. I don't know who the hell. Handsome Dames.
That is Tizzle
and Health Explosion. Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, it is.
Insulting admin. That's a 5 season ban.
I know. Jesus, my phone just buzzed when it. Oh my God.
High Off Explosion. That's the guy who.
I'm in so much trouble.
That's it. You see. If we'd have just ended the program, we'd have been all right. But someone said we have to go and check this shit.
What's now?
Piling is not all moon pies and penny whistles. It does leave your kill exposed to fouls if the team is poorly positioned. Yeah, but if you foul, you could get sent off as well. But yeah, I totally agree with Tizzle. I still say Palamon is still OP, and you'll find out a lot of case guys will agree it's OP. Like I said, some big names already gone out. I was gobsmacked Moat went out, but hey, you know, if the dice say you can't win, then you can't win. I still think Glasshammer.
Who's Warp?
Go on.
Warp Fiends. I'm not going to say it properly.
Oh, I don't know.
Warp Fiends with lots of space. I don't know who that is, but I bumped into them in the ladder and they were good.
They knocked out Captain Gargo.
So
hey, you know
really?
that is impressive.
That'd be
Fatal
interesting
Path 143215. I'm not going to say that again, but that's the player. He's got block on his
Sorry,
claw.
what? Who?
Sorry, Fatal Path. Block and claw. Oh my god, that's a nice Warpstone troll. I want my troll to be like that. But it's. I tell you what's interesting is I picked Underworld just for the fun. I didn't expect to do any good with them. I'll be honest, but I did like the idea that I could have mutation access, and I thought, I could give myself a killer or two. But you know, he's just knocked out Captain Gargo. I mean, people going about Cass and all that, but Captain Gargo, a lot of people talk, Captain Gargo, what a great player, best on the Xbox, blah, 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 great, Captain Gargo, he's our hero. Even Cass will turn around and say, Captain Gargo, he's the best player on the Xbox. And what happened? An Underworld team knocked him out. Underworld. So, you know, I think these Underworld, maybe they're not getting enough credit, Underworld as a race. Maybe, because like I say, Mutt's in the quarterfinals of the PS4.
To bring it all full circle, I think it's what we were saying earlier, possibly before we were on mic, but that people just, you look at these teams and you come up against them and you just think, nah, I've won this.
In the pack. Yeah, walk in the pack, complacency in that.
I don't need to concentrate. I'm fine. This is my game. Blah blah blah, and then they do you because they've got good skills. They've got a little bit of claw knocking about. They've got a little bit of guard. Got some block. They've got some donkeys, which is basically what Skaven do. Is just have a few donkeys to screen. Yeah. It don't matter what strength you are if you're screening. You're just screening.
Yeah, I can't actually wait until Mutt plays. He's Underworld running to two-time champion Azawin's Chaos Dwarfs on the PS4 next. Now that will be interesting because obviously anything with tackle is obviously bad news for Underworld, but Underworld do have the claw, so I think it'll be a good game. And I'm interested to see how Underworld do. I think that was a big win. That was a massive win against Captain Gargo because he is a very good coach. But like I said, even though he's beaten him, could you see him get to the final? You think there's no way Underworld can get to the final? Surely not. They just lose too many players. But
why not?
Why not? It would be good, wouldn't it? It would be good, and that's why I'm hoping in a way.
Why not?
That the Kislev.
They don't seem to have lost too many players so far.
No.
So.
But to be fair, you won't lose many against Elven Union anyway. But it'd be good to see these legendary teams because the first season they came out, I was hoping because on the PS4 there's like a lot of big, ex-champions had taken over these legendary teams, and I thought, oh yeah, we're gonna get someone in, and they all got blown up. They all went horrendously like a car crash. But this season, on the Xbox and on the PS4, the legendary teams have got a lot more competitive, and there's still legendary teams still left in the competition. So it's good to see.
I think last season though, they'd like literally just dropped the new teams. So it's like
people have played with them.
You're learning with them, trying them out. Yeah, you're learning with them, trying them out. You're trying them against. Even if you know the team well, you're trying them against a new player base and a new sort of meta game of people knocking about.
Yeah.
Whereas this season, you've kind of got the measure of the people who are going to be knocking about a lot, or the people who are going to be seeing a lot. The people are going to be up in high TV. So I think you need a season or two to sort of work out what you want to do with those teams after they arrive.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's just good to see them. I mean, I know Elven Union are very, very popular. But like I say, it's good to see the likes of Kislev and Underworld doing really, really well. Amazons, again, obviously, are there as well with Tizzle Bizzle. So, yeah, I mean, it's just good to see. And like I say, if people see these coaches do well with them, then obviously more people will play these races. And that's what we said earlier on in the show, what we want, don't we? We want you know, a lot more variety. And that is another good way of getting variety. If people tune into the streams and see teams like, obviously, Rambo doing really well with the Kislev or Tizzle Bizzle with the Amazons and that, people will play them more. So...
maybe it's just a gentleman's agreement between everyone who played this season to not play Chaos next season, mate. And that would do the job, wouldn't it?
It would, but it won't happen because
I'll sign up. I'll sign up. Would you sign up? Would you sign up?
Well, I won't be playing Chaos anyway, so that'd be a simple yes to me. But you know, obviously, there's more coaches than the Irish. They're not all on Facebook. Can you imagine Carlton Cass saying, "Oh yeah, of course, lads, yeah, I happen to play Chaos." So yeah. Yeah, but to me, I just hate Chaos Dwarfs more than because I seem to always get beat by them, but I can't play them either. So yeah, it is what it is. Who do you think will win the full thing? I'm gonna go Glasshammer, and I think it'll be Glasshammer. Oh God, if the Crazy Boys are still in the competition and he gets all the roles, doesn't he? Now I'm gonna go Rambo and I'm gonna go Glasshammer final, and I see Glasshammer winning it. Who do you think will get there, and who do you think will win it? Are you still there? Hello? Oh, he's left the party. Oh, he's gone. He's dead. He's dead. There you go. That is a tough question. I asked him who will win the championship, and he obviously just couldn't take the pressure. He just couldn't, could he? So there you go. Matches win confirmation. So I don't know who you lot think will win it, but I'm going to go for Glasshammer. But obviously the pressure was too much. No, he could do. Trip, he could do. But I think if he goes against the Wood Elves, he's got no chance. If he goes against the Lizards, he'll mince them, I think. But, you know, he's got a chance as a good coach. You know, no one's ever said otherwise. I just know he does struggle a bit against good coaches with Elves because obviously he's not got much tackle, unfortunately, and if he runs into a lot of blodgers, and if you're going to give Glasshammer what 600-700 TV as well, with Woodies, you're in trouble. But if he wins, fair credit to him. So yeah, that's us done then. I don't know where he's gone. He's obviously ran away because he didn't want to tell us, you know, who's going to win it. So it is what it is. But yeah, God, I think we have broken records with this show. This has been the longest show we have ever had. And I would be amazed if anybody watches this on YouTube and watches the full thing. If you do, you are a legend and you deserve a medal. And if you want a medal, go and see Trip. So we're done. I don't think we'll get him back. I don't know if his batteries are gone or whatever's happened. But if you're listening in the stream, Lil Yoshi, well done, sir. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for everybody in the stream keeping me company, even Tripperus. And I will be doing the Nuffle Shuffle tomorrow with my big guest. And we'll be discussing a few things. It won't be as long as this show, crikey, but it will be good. It will be a good show as always. And yeah, just tune in to see who it is, because he is a big coach. One of the best, I would say. So that's all I'm gonna say. So there we go. Right then, guys, thanks for keeping me company. The Nuffle Shuffle will be on probably around about 10 PM GMT, 11 PM GMT tomorrow night, British time, or whatever you want to call it. Until then, I will see you all later. I may even see one of you guys in about 20 minutes with me on the world. So see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.